It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video, right?
What it is, yo? What's up? Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Oh my God. It's pretty outside. It's been raining for days. So I'm so happy that the sun finally came out, girl. How y'all doing out there? Hey, everybody. Listen. If they wouldn't martyr me, and I feel like they would martyr me. So, but otherwise, girl, I would. I have great ideas. Um, Do I have an email address? What you want my email address for, Gigi? What you want my email address for? But yeah, nah, it's in the description box. We just got hit with a big snowstorm. Oh my God, are y'all okay? If I have all of the right things, like if I have a house that keeps electricity and food, that sounds like a good time for me. Okay, a snowstorm. It's something about like nature creating these moments where we all have to collectively sit the fuck down. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but I enjoy those moments. I enjoy those moments, especially when, everybody's going to be okay. I enjoy, I don't know why. It's just like everybody just stay inside. Like, just go sit down. You know what I mean? But then again, you forget sometimes it's not good for people to be inside. So you be praying for all of the people that, when they be inside a little bit too long, they get beat up on and shit. Yo. So I just finished watching Zaynab. Shout out to Zaynab. She's a comedian and she has a YouTube page over here. Y'all should go follow her. But she did a video about the Diddy documentary. And the first thing we're gonna get into is this continuation of bullshit between 50 Cent and Marlon, just so y'all know. Um, but I was watching her commentary on the situation and she's funny. But she coins herself as being reasonable. Like she has all of this merch that, says that she's reasonable. And so she starts talking about how certain things didn't really mean anything. Like it's not a signifier that somebody is fucked up, right? Or like how Marlon is saying, I could get a whole bunch of people together and get them to say anything, right? But this is where the lawsuit shit comes into play. You really can't get on Netflix and just say anything when a person has enough money to sue you. And I heard that Diddy sent a cease and desist, but it was for the video footage and not for anything particularly said that can be considered a lie. And I was just like, well, that you know, and I think there are so many like in between small portions of this that people may not think are that huge, but to me collectively create a very large picture of fucking terror. And because we all live in a narcissistic society, I don't run to blame people because they don't quickly remove themselves from abusers. Because I grew up in an abusive household, I know exactly how it feels to want to leave or want to get away from a person and feel like you can't get out. It's like a mental block. And not only is it a mental block, but if somebody is threatening you with actual physical harm, it makes it so much harder to get out of situations. And I think a lot of people forget like we really do live in a narcissistic society, y'all. So think about it. You hate your job. You still go there every day. A lot of women are in relationships with men that treat them as if they hate them. Y'all still with them niggas even though they treat y'all bad or cheat on y'all. Like most women understand the concept of being in a relationship with somebody that's mistreating them and staying until they can't take it anymore and then leaving. Most people understand that concept. We have parents that are cruel to us, mean to us, beat on us, disrespect us still in adulthood, and it's hard for you to leave your mama alone and you feel like, oh, that's just because she my mama. No, it's also because there's like this narcissistic abuse thing that's prevalent in our society in all of these ways. So when people are looking at this Diddy documentary or looking at Diddy as a whole, men like him, and you don't see that this is an example of the bigger things going on right now, like people calling it a distraction. How is this a distraction? This is literally a depiction of a person in our community that we uplifted that was abusing people and lying about it, not paying people. He was literally doing all of the things that the current administration and a lot of men in power and a lot of corporations do. They literally rape you for your energy, for your time, for your body without giving you something in response that's actually worth it. You know your little paycheck ain't is you know your little paycheck could be more. My motherfucking paycheck could be more. And it often feels as if somebody is dangling a certain type of lifestyle in front of everybody's face like, "Oh, I know you want it. I know you want it. Just keep coming. Keep working a little harder. Keep taking all of this disrespect. Keep coming. Keep coming. Come on. Eventually you're going to get it." That is literally what our society does to us. Is make you think that if you going to work 50, 11 jobs or you get 50, 11 degrees, that you're going to get to a certain point in life where you're not going to have to worry about anything. And there's just the only place you're not going to have to worry about anything, I believe, is in death, girl. But I'm gonna run an ad right quick. I'm gonna be right back, girl. Right back. But I gotta go get my weird ass dog. Okay, she's downstairs having a conniption. So really, really quick, you guys. Where is my girl? Uh right back.
Hi, my name is Talia. I recently attended Reset by Design's Wellness Retreat in Bali, and I can't say enough good things about it. It was an amazing time, a beautiful time was had with all of the women that attended the trip. Reset by Design Wellness, you did it again. You did it again. We had so much fun. We doing it for the gram, the Bali swing, beach day clubs, checking out the bamboo forest, going to one of the local spas, beautiful local spas, jumping into a pool covered in flowers, floating breakfast. We did it all, and we had an amazing time doing it together. And that's all because of the space that Reset by Design Wellness creates for us. You not only will feel safe physically, but you, more importantly, I feel like, will feel safe mentally and emotionally, which is really the whole reason that we're going on the retreat, is to relax, relate, release, reset, and just essentially come back home refreshed and renewed and ready to take on whatever it is that life is throwing at us. But aside from walking away with tools from the workshops in order to, work on the issues that you may have going on in your personal life, you also walk away with a new community, and you walk away with these women who all are just genuinely trying to support each other. Nobody wants anything from the other aside from a listening ear, perhaps, someone to offer a shoulder to cry on, someone to laugh with, someone to just experience new things with. You walk away with community when you go on a Reset by Design Wellness retreat. So anybody out there, any woman out there who is thinking about going, just go. You're going to have an amazing time. You're going to feel safe. You're going to feel cared for. The support, the community, the attention to detail when it comes to the itinerary and the activities that we do on these retreats. Reset by Design Wellness gives you attention to detail in all of the areas that matter. So just go, book it.
All right. Shout out to my girl Talia. She coming to my show this weekend. I'm excited. I'm excited. Okay. That she's gonna come. All right, y'all. So let me let me fix my shit. Let's go ahead and get into the show, right? So I said with I wanted to start the show with Marlon and 50 Cent because they've continued to tussle, right? And before we get into that, y'all, I didn't know this. Shout out to my husband. But he sent me this song that 50 Cent did back in the day called How to Rob. And How to Rob was basically his entry into like hip hop, really. Like it was the beginning before people really knew him. And I just wanted to read y'all some of the lyrics because the shit is extremely prevalent, y'all. 50 Cent said, I'm a crook with a deal. If my record don't sell, I'm a rob and steal. You better recognize, nigga, I'm straight from the street. These industry niggas is starting to look like something to eat. I snatch Kim, tell Puff, you want to see her again? Dance your ass down to the nearest ATM. I have dreams of fucking the R&B bitch, but I wake up early and bounce with all her shit. When I apply pressure, son, it ain't even funny. I'm about to stick Bobby for some of that Whitney money. Brian McKnight, I can get that nigga, I can get the nigga anytime. Have Keith Sweat staring down the barrel of my nine. Since these Harlem World niggas seem to all be fam, I put the gun to Cardan, tell him, tell your man, Mason Betha, haha, come up off that watch now. I mean, right now. The only excuse for being broke is being in jail. An entertainer can't make bail. He broke as hell. I rob ODB, but that'd be a waste of time. Probably have to clap him, run, and toss the nine. I follow Fox in the drop for 4 blocks, plotting to jux her or that rock corrupted cop. What Jigga just sold, like 4 mil, he got something to live for. Ha ha. Don't want a nigga putting forward through that Bentley coupe door. I'll manhandle case like dope get on the ground. You ain't with Mary no more. Where you getting chips from now? I've been scheming on Tone and Poke since they found me. Steve know not to wear that platinum shit around me. I'm a klepto. Nah, for real, son. I'm sick. I'm about to stick Slick Rick for all that old school shit. Right now I'm bent. And when I get like this, I don't think. About to make Stevie J take off that tight ass mink. I rob pun with a gun, snatch his piece and run. Uh-huh. This nigga weigh 400 pounds. How he gonna catch me? Son, huh? Okay, so and that was just like the first one. Nigga talked about P, Silk the Shocker, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, Tretch. Like nigga talked about everybody, but I thought it was so funny that the first verse is full of very, very still to this day. Still to this day. Okay, these are some relevant motherfuckers that this nigga was rapping about robbing. And I find that hilarious. Okay. I find that hilarious. But I also yeah, I wanted to talk about that. So this is what I wrote down. Somebody said 50 understands karma. He said getting shot was his karma. He said I deserve that shit. He goes to, blow up as a rap mogul, but ever so often he embarrasses the piss out of some woman. Vivica, Notori, Taraji, Tierra Marie, and don't forget his baby mamas. He also hates his firstborn son who looks exactly like him. To me, that nigga is due for another payout, right? Because the shooting is a payout for whatever karma you were setting in place. Your actions. You are buying into a end result with your actions, okay? That is how this works. So to me, it seems as if you might be due for another payout. Unless you feed one of the other niggas to the beast to preserve yourself for a little longer. And see how I imagine it is when they do certain things, I feel like it's a sacrifice to the god of patriarchy or whatever dark demigod that everybody's really serving. Okay? But I think in reality your actions feed into the concept. Okay? So if you are somebody that is always finding a way to humiliate women, you find like joy in that on some level. I think you're feeding into um a religion of some sort. Keep the lie alive, the patriarchy, men above women. Like you're paying into that when you constantly do these humiliation things with women out of nowhere. And it just be feeling so weird because like Notori, that was like it is always women that seemingly have done nothing to you. Tierra Marie, you know? And then even when it comes to your baby mama, like obviously you're hurt by the fact that that nigga came and scooped that girl And I think, it's true that men are often mad at women for how women fall for the bullshit. Like they want you to stay falling for the bullshit, right? Because they get something out of that. They get access to you when you still go along with the bullshit. But then they also really hate you for being so dumb because I think it makes them feel bad, like they taking advantage of you and they want you to be mad. Like a lot of times I feel like they don't want you to be sad. They don't want you to cry. They want you to be angry because your anger makes them feel like they're taking advantage of you is justified. And I really do feel like that in a lot of these situations because from my own experience and from what I have seen, I think women often are being like genuine in some of these situations with niggas. And the men are the ones trying to counteract for an idea of a woman they've been sold by this system that wants them to hate women. So they don't even really like handle women on an honest way because instinctually, innately, they do not trust women. I can't tell y'all how many times I hear some of the dumbest niggas on the internet on TikTok calling on these debates and then really brawling it down to feeling like women are responsible for the fall of man. And that's the reason why innately women cannot be trusted because of a religion that most of them don't even really practice. But they believe it in their core. They believe that women are just manipulative. And that is because they've been taught that their sexual urges are not their responsibility, but a tool of manipulation from women. I hope we're on the same page with this, right? Okay. And so then Marlon, right? Marlon. Marlon is a representation of the collective male mindset that still wants to create an illusion that they don't hate women, right? They want to create this illusion that they still fucking with women because they know women are still valuable to them, right? But if you pay attention to the vibe, to the feels, to their history, to the things that they say, then you can tell that there is a nastiness. There is a like a meanness, a coldness, and it's being covered up, but it's there. It really is there, right? And it shows up in moments like this to me. Because Marlon pretends to be somebody that understands karma and energy, and what you put out is what you get back. So then why don't you understand that that's what's happening with Sean? Like being hyper focused on 50 to me is a way to distract. Like that's what it feels like to me. 50 is gonna get like that's what I just said. Like 50 is feeding Diddy to the wolves in a way energetically to buy himself a little bit more time and maybe a little grace when his time does come. But everybody's aware that what they're putting into this is exactly how it's gonna, all boil down for them. You put in a bunch of fucked up, I'm robbing people, I'm fucking over people energy, eventually you're gonna get fucked over. That I feel like that's just how this seems to work out, especially on this scale, even if we don't see it. A lot of these niggas internally are very unhappy, like walking around every day smiling and making a bunch of money, but inside are really like empty and lonely and resentful of how they feel like they can't have anybody close. Cause like nobody wants to actually be lonely. That's why these niggas are always trying to find some woman to tie themselves to, but in a way that is of control, not in actual connection. Um, because the misogyny, they all have the misogyny. So the misogyny kind of keeps a barrier between themselves and the person that they're in the relationship with, who actually is trying to be vulnerable with them, but they're aware of, I can't be vulnerable with this woman. Because they always say, I hear men online say all the time, oh, a woman's just going to turn it against you. Even though for years we know that men take advantage and literally weaponize every single thing. And I feel like it's the same way white people do. Like, you know how white people seem to have this like fear of black people doing to them exactly what they've done to us. So any little bit of justice seems like a overriding of them having all of the advantage. I think it's the same thing with men. I think it's the exact same thing with men. And when men realize this at some point as a collective, because I feel like it maybe will happen, because everything's going to have to disintegrate to the point that they're going to have nothing to even feed off of. And once they don't even have anything to feed off, then it's going to be like, oh, we fucked up. you know? But that ego, boy, that male ego, it's like all y'all do is feed the beast of the ego. That's all y'all feed. Nothing internally, nothing to really give you comfort inside, but just your ego, which will eventually eat you alive. It's interesting. Anyway, to me, Marlon represents everybody continuing to say, fuck karma. I'm going to just keep paying into the God of the patriarchy, to the God of man, okay? Specifically of man. Not of everybody, not of the women and children, y'all, of man being on top of everybody, right? There is a level of buying into that, whether it is subconscious or unconscious. Like Marlon and the people that think like him, that's what they're trying to preserve. Because if you understand karma, why are y'all always trying to stop it from happening? Why do you view why do you view somebody having people tell their stories of him, kicking him while he's down? Why do y'all feel like 4 or 5 years of prison time is so fucking bad that now he's getting his lick and we should just shut up because, you know, we would be kicking him while he was down as if he didn't kick somebody while they were down repeatedly, over and over again. And in these ways that I feel like individually are so, like I said, I don't know another word, but a violation. As I said, I was watching Zaynab and the comedian, and she had her own personal story of a time she was standing outside of a fucking club trying to get in with some bad boy artists, and Craig Mack, this is back in the day, was standing outside the club waiting to get in. And Puff walks up and the security turns to Craig Mack and says, "Hey, Puff, he good?" And Puff turns around, looks at Craig Mack, and then just turns around and walks in the club. Zaynab says she and the people she was with walked in with him, and Craig Mack was left outside of the club. That type of emotional abuse, you guys, I can't ignore that type of shit. I can't ignore that. I can't like then associate that to you being a terrible, fucked up person that nobody is really safe around if you would do that to somebody. Like, and they've done you nothing. They haven't done you anything wrong. And you are looking for the moment that you can stand above them and look down on them simply because they had something you wanted and now you feel like you've been able to take it from them. It's thievery. It's literally energetic, artistic thievery. And so I know that we can explain things away in this documentary. I know we can, y'all. There's so many. Okay, we could say we don't really know if he's responsible for Biggie or Tupac. We don't really know if that's real. One of the things that I didn't like is that I didn't feel like, and I really had to like sit on this for a minute because I thought about it and then I just watched it again for a second time, repeatedly saying that Pac and Biggie were best friends. I feel like that was a stretch. I feel like they liked each other. I felt like they were fond of each other. I think they were closer than people knew. Saying they were best friends repeatedly so that y'all could drive home, the story. Yeah. But again, and then with the charity basketball game, I even told y'all, I don't even think he knew what he was doing when it happened. No. I do feel like there's a level of overexcitement and greed that's taking place that caused that to happen. But I already told y'all I didn't think it was on purpose. But I do think he noticed what happened after. It's not just trying to protect your money, because then, Zaynab was like, everybody's going to try to protect their money from being sued by 11 people. And I'm like, yes, that is true. Or a good person might have said, I'm going to create a subsidiary company and we're going to like pour into like that pot for the victims. So if they do need something, I can help them. That might have protected him from people suing him if he had done something like that. Like, I'm going to create a fund so I can help everybody with whatever they need. You could promote that fucking basketball game. You couldn't promote some type of, aid to help those people. There are ways to be a good person so you don't have to do snake ass shit like what you did. But the fact that that's the route you took when your type of energy could have been used to help them people. But instead, you wanted to make sure you could protect what you had. There are ways that he could have handled that he did not, to me. And that kind of showed you who he was and more so what was important to him. Making it right, being fair, that's not what's important. What's important is the money. The money is the only thing that's important. It's an energetic sacrifice that you don't even know you're buying into for real, but you're making the choice. Energetically, when you make the choice, that's the sacrifice that you make because you're buying into a overall outcome as far as I'm concerned. When you follow down a certain path, you're buying into a overall concept narrative about life. I think people keep trying to detach your actions from who you are and what you believe. Those things are connected. What you think, what you believe, that is literally connected to who you are as a person and what type of God you really are buying into. What type of spiritual practice are you really buying into? Not the one you talk about, but the one you actually, you know what I'm saying, experience, the one you're actually buying into. And I think that's the thing people really don't want to deal with, because then they can't just say, "Oh, God is going to forgive me for my actions," and that way they can keep spiritual bypass and accountability for how they live their lives and what that actually means when you live your life a certain way. And when I say a certain way, I mean like going out of your way to harm people or going out of your way to protect purveyors of harm. Like that's odd to me. So, Marlon, what's this? It says, just enjoying my life, my whatever the fuck that says, cigars. Back this nigga up. My God. Okay. Whatever the fuck cigars, calm down, calm before the storm. For the record, I don't condone any abuse of women, period. Unlike some people who have a track record of domestic violence. I got 5 sisters and a mother I honor. I rep us always. Don't let anyone create narratives. Marlon Lamont Wayans is an exceptional man. Good day, Curtis. Okay. I need for y'all to understand. Everybody knows who 50 Cent is. But it's weird that it seems as if y'all are only bringing it up now because we're talking about Diddy. It's weird to me. Confused Gossip of the City said, I've seen their post, so I know where they're at with it. And look at Kalina in the comments. Kalina's in the comments on this post. Male Leo Roar. So these are the people, like, wow, that's crazy. I think y'all should just make the documentary about 50 so y'all could feel like this is fair. But I think it's weird that this is the video you chose to post. Like, you're playing golf on the beach, smoking a cigar.
Good day.
He has a great life, you guys. That's what he wanted to show us, that he has a really great life. He's living a very great life. And then he posted this, just for the record, bro, let's correct the narratives, Curtis. Okay. We are all aware. I don't know who's acting confused. Like, look at Kalina in the comments. Like, I don't know if some of these pictures are AI, but I could believe that all of it is true because I was alive. Like, yo, we were alive. This is not news. This is not news, y'all. Everybody was fucking with this nigga back then. He was a black mogul, and 50 Cent was trying to become what? A black mogul. Mogul, not mobile. Mogul. You know what I'm saying? I just read that DMX was right. They're all gay. that fucked me up. My bad. Where you get all that baby oil from, Curtis? Many men Many. So okay, what is the point that we're trying to make here? That 50 is also gay? Surprise, surprise. Who cares? Who cares? Then he posted this.
A long time ago. At Chris Lighty's wedding, he told me to take me shopping.
So some people just be lying. Come on, Curtis, stop. So this is from,
He said something to me one time, a long time ago.
Okay, so the evidence that okay. Marlon, this is an exerted effort at this point. So is your only beef that you feel like 50 Cent is being a hypocrite? Is that your only beef here? Because this is a lot.
All right, so I'm going to make it abundantly clear. I'm not here defending Diddy.
No, being gay doesn't make you an abuser, but hiding and suppressing being gay, a lot of the times it kind of does. Niggas are angry.
I am here because I got dragged into this because somebody asked me a question and I had an opinion. Nobody's wrong for giving an opinion about any subject.
That's not true. I'm so sorry. Some of y'all's opinions are fucked up and harmful, right? Kicking a man while he's down. Y'all, I will never get over that. He said we're kicking Diddy while he's down because somebody did another documentary that really put the picture together. Like, y'all, if you just pay attention to just how he has not paid his artists, how he didn't pay the cameraman, if y'all just pay attention to him doing that and then kicking that lady on camera and us having, all of these other stories of how he abused Kim and Misa, like every woman he was in a relationship with, for the most part, we feel like you've abused that woman. Domestic violence is not a small thing. Okay, you could remove the Biggie and Tupac situation from it. He just was going around assaulting people, not paying them, and treating people like fucking shit while living well off of them. That is literally one of the worst things that I feel like you could do as a person, is to go around giving people hope that you're going to help them and then robbing them, taking what they created, saying that you created, and leaving them to die broke and sick. That is one of the worst things that you could do to a person. So to say that somebody is kicking this man while he's down because people are getting an opportunity to speak on their experience, a lot of people that have been scared to speak on their experience of him, a lot of people that have been quieted, a lot of people that have been consistently blackballed so that we couldn't hear them, so we could not pay attention to the things that they were saying. There's so much information out there. People have been saying shit for years about Diddy, and the way y'all are now trying to create reasonable doubt with whether this nigga is a bad guy or not is obnoxious as fuck. But Marlon, with your Wayans brothers hat on to remind everybody about who you are. Yeah, okay, Marlon, if you want us to recognize the fact that 50 Cent doesn't care about victims, we know that. We know that. The person we actually think cares is Alex Stapleton, the director. Whoever the people were that really wanted to do the investigative reporting to put that story together. Because it wasn't just 50 Cent. Y'all are like running with this narrative that 50 Cent is the one that's been collecting all the data, when the truth of the matter is, it was probably somebody else's concept and he just came in and paid for it finally. And it probably wasn't getting paid for because there are people that still like Diddy and are not going to support shit like that. Kirk Burroughs couldn't even get a fucking job for the longest because of this man. Like, the way Diddy was able to circumvent people's entire lives to the point that they couldn't work. They couldn't feed their families after they worked with him and decided they couldn't take his bullshit anymore. Like, to me, that's a lot of fucked up shit to do to people, y'all. To me, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a soft-hearted person and I think that taking advantage of so many people like that is just diabolical and treacherous and evil and demonic. And then I can add all of this other esoteric shit on the end, because even if you don't believe it, I believe that Diddy believes it. Even if you don't believe that the shit is real, I believe that Diddy believes it's real. And what I understand about spiritual practice and all of that is a lot of times all it takes is for a person to believe something is so in order for them to create the delusion of manifest destiny. Look at our country currently. Hello?
Period. I'm not here defending Diddy. Don't let the narrative fool you or get to you. Once again, somebody's creating narrative.
You literally said words out of your mouth. How are we creating a narrative from hearing the words that you said, Marlon? Marlon, you said it. You said we were kicking him while he was down. He's down on his luck. Just the fact that you view this as that.
This is my point. So please look at the whole clip that I did and then look what happens with the narrative. And that's what I'm telling you. Y'all people don't be sheep.
To me, he's doing exactly what Pharrell just did. We just played, remember y'all? Clip this.
Use your brain, use your freedom of thought, your freedom of speech, and don't ever let nobody bully you. Never.
Clip this.
Don't let nobody bully you. You got me? Love. Now back to trolling this troll. All right.
Clip this. Clip it. Clip it. Now, to be clear, again, y'all, I like when villains fight each other. So I'm not going to get in between 50 and Marlon. I'm not. But Marlon is just starting to work on my fucking nerves. Like it's been one too many conversations with Marlon where he says something and I'm just like, Marlon, what? What, Marlon? No, for real. You're making me defend 50 because of what you're also adding. And I don't even want to defend this nigga. Like I said, please, Marlon, put your money where your mouth is. Can you go collect us some data and you create a Netflix special about 50? We would love that. An accurate depiction of his abuses against humanity. Please, create it. Do it. Clip this. Marlon, you and all the niggas that hate 50, come together, okay, as brothers, and create a truthful documentary to sell to Netflix to take 50 down. Please do this. Clip this. I would love it. Please, collectively, beat the fuck out of each other. And so the rest of us that are not out here trying to find people to steal shit from, those of us that's not trying to steal coochie and entire fucking lives from people, we can just stand on the side and eat our popcorn finally. Finally, we could just be like, oh my God, look at those bad guys. They're fighting each other. Oh wow, look at that. I would love it. Matter of fact, Marvel and them, start working on this shit. I want to see movies, cartoons about when bad people start fucking up other bad people. And not in a way for us to create a hero out of either of them. But yeah, I would love to see it. Marlon said an hour ago, Curtis, today we're going to focus on your ugly. Where shall I start? Such much ugly to choose from. It's a problem, sir. How you ugly in a suit? You may want to lay off them roids. Oh, smashing machine ass. That button is struggling to keep your fit fat ass in the suit. One deep breath and pow. Yo fat buff ass popping out that shit like biscuits. Exhale, champ. Buddy, he rocking a Easter suit with Halloween face. Everyone in the hood is scared of a bully except that little funny skinny dude. Marlon, please drop it. This is getting boring. Just came to the comments to make sure we're all on the same page. I didn't even chuckle. And y'all, this is on his page. This is on his page. This is giving Daddy Diddy reached out and asked you to make a distraction. But I get it. Tag your brand. I see you're on tour. AJ McKnight, we're about to see the downfall of our fave Wayne's brother. What a sad, sad time. Because the truth of the matter is, Marlon, you know, a really good time to have come at 50 like this is when 50 Cent heard that his baby mama was, you know, up on stand and all of that. Remember when his baby mama had to go to court to testify against Puff? Y'all remember that? And he got online and called her your dirty little prostitute or whatever he called her. He like made fun of her for that shit. And then she came out and said that, you know, that same information that Ja Rule, y'all didn't say a fucking thing when that nigga did that shit to that lady. And it's because you don't care, right? But as soon as he does something to one of the other niggas, now y'all join ranks and gotta keep the lie alive. Yeah, calling her a little eater and all of that. And I saw people, I didn't even like it, y'all. Just this past week, people have been, I'm not even sure whose page that was. And they were posting, you know, video and pictures that you could tell are from, you know, she has an OnlyFans. Daphne Joy has an OnlyFans. And I believe they were posting clips from her OnlyFans or from whatever she uses to promote her OnlyFans on like Hollywood Unlocked or one of those pages. And I didn't like it. You know why I didn't like it? Because I felt like y'all were doing it in order to try to make it seem as if her being sexual like this must mean that whatever happened to her is a lie. And she just invited it as if, and this really comes from like the racism and all of that. Like the way they had to do black women as far as our sexuality, making us seem over sexualized. This is what they do to all women, but specifically like non-white women. Non-white women will get called a whore faster than anybody else. And it's really, really weird when you think about it, because these are the same women that y'all want to be with. The Daphne Joys and all of them of the world, like y'all go for a look. And I feel like those girls are being trained up in preparation for a man to come and implant his seminal fluid in her brain. And then she's like a little sex kitten robot for these niggas. And I hate that, because I want your sexuality to be for you. And I'm sure on some level, her seeing herself like that makes her feel good because she's beautiful, right? Like, bitch's body is beautiful. Her face is beautiful. Like, she's giving all of the looks. And I feel like on some level, being beautiful helps you feel better about how people may treat you. Like, at least I look like this. And then people hate you for it, right? And it's just weird. It is so, so weird. And it's sad. And I feel sad that we live in a world that the girls can never be sexy because it makes them feel good or because they like how they look. But their sexiness always has to be framed in a lens of how men are going to see them, as if somebody gives a fuck. I find myself sometimes, like, when I look at myself in a mirror, sometimes I be like, damn, bitch, like, you're very, very pretty. Like, when I look at myself on my own, I so like what I see, right? But it's like you always have to be aware of how other people are going to, you know, assess you and how they're going to treat you. Not because it's true, but just as a tool of protecting yourself from people's bullshit. But girl, when I tell you I love, girl, I be looking at myself like, ooh, girl. Sometimes I hate it though. I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes I see my dad and I'm like, ugh, right? I don't want to look like you. Okay, I just never wanted to look like that nigga. I want to look like my mom. And then sometimes I look at myself and I see my mom and I'm like, stop. I'm not ready to look like you. Because, you know, it makes me feel like I look old. And not that she looks old, because she doesn't. She looks very young for her age. But it's still like, ugh, don't nobody want to look like their mama? You know? Like, you know you do. But I won't look like my 60-year-old mama, man. Fuck. But I see it more. I see it more as I get older. It's funny. Okay. Um, Thank you. I love y'all. Let's get into, because that's all that happened, I believe. I don't think and we'll come back if 50 said anything else. But I don't want to defend 50 Cent. That's not my point here. The point here is not to defend 50, right? But to ask Marlon, what are you doing this for? Because he's been a troll and he's been a bully, and so is Diddy. So why do you come in at this moment? Why don't you come in when he's punching down on women? Why didn't you come in when he said something about Notori? Why didn't you come in when he talks about Taraji the way he did? When he talked, I mean, like, none of y'all niggas said shit when 50 goes at women out of nowhere. Y'all don't say nothing because everybody is okay with the humiliation ritual that y'all gotta put women through, right? In order to pay into y'all God of patriarchy, right? Y'all sky daddy, y'all father God that y'all worship that tells y'all that y'all as men have dominion over the earth and y'all are better than women. Yeah, you got to buy into that shit, right? And the way you pay into that system is every time you see these niggas unnecessarily humiliating women for no fucking reason. What is happening? And it's because they have to pay into that God. They have to pay into that system. And you ain't telling me shit different. Cause no, like, it's really not that hard to walk around and not abuse people. It's really not that hard, y'all. I don't know what the fuck, cause every time you talk about people that are abusive, we all human. Bitch, what the fuck do you classify as human? Cause I ain't never wanted to steal coochie from nobody. I have never ever wanted to steal coochie or steal money out of somebody's pocket. And I don't even feel bad about that. Like, when y'all steal money out of people's pocket, a lot of times niggas be starving. There's reasons why we steal. Okay? It's not the same thing as like robbing people of their whole fucking spirit and shit. Like trying to take the happiness out of people's eyes. That's weird. That's the exact opposition to what I'm trying to do. No, I'm sorry, motherfucker. We are not all human. We are not all the same. I'm sorry. I have never in my fucking life wanted to take somebody's entire future from them. Like, and I have never in my life thought that if I had millions and millions of dollars and I'm like a rich person, never in my life have I thought I want to have all of this money so I could not pay motherfuckers. That's never been the dream. The dream was always to have the money so that I can throw it at people. Did y'all see the preview to Love and Hip Hop Miami before we get into Amanda Seales? And y'all know I review Love and Hip Hop Miami for my members. But did y'all see the preview? So y'all know, what's her name? China? Whatever the y'all know the girl that just had the baby. Her and Zoe Brinks got into it. Y'all remember? And Zoe Brinks was like, yo, nigga ain't shit. And she was like, bitch, fuck you. Yo, nigga ain't shit. And then now she got pregnant for this ain't shit ass nigga. And then he be playing with her and saying he gonna be there for the baby and then saying he not. And then saying the baby his and then saying the baby not. Right? Like he be playing with the girl. Right? Y'all, in the preview to next week's episode, her sister, who has a fly-ass condo from what I can see, right? She went and go live with her sister because she just had the baby, right? And she also has like an older kid, a little girl. In the clip, you can see the bummy baby daddy boyfriend nigga on one side of her island. And then you can see the sister take a huge bulk of money and throw it at him. It was so very disrespectful. It was so disrespectful. Oh my God. But that's the type of shit I live for. All right? Because nigga, you ain't shit. You're a terrible human being. You could have left that girl alone, but you keep fucking with her so you could use her and then you can abuse her when you don't want to be accountable in the relationship, when you don't want to give back to her what she's asking of you. Then you can like click a button and remind her of some shit that she did that you was upset about before she sucked your dick. But either way, that's what I want money for. I want money for moments like that. Like, girl, call me. I will come and throw a huge wad of ones at your bummy ass baby daddy. What? Girl, I'll go to the ATM right now. Get $200 out. What? What did he do? Let's go sit down with the nigga. And then out of nowhere, have somebody recording with some meta glasses from the side or some shit. Like, I just want the one clip of me throwing the fucking money at the ain't shit ass nigga. Bow. Okay? Initial reaction, recorded, posted, viral. Now y'all calling me and paying me to do it. Now I got security. Now it's a business. Now I'm blowing up. And nigga, I'll let you keep the 200 that's on the ground. Scrub the ground. I know you're going to do it anyway. Go ahead, pick it up. Hey, scrub the ground. This is what I would do with money. Okay? Help people. These glasses are from Firmoo. Okay? Most of my glasses are from Firmoo, but these, y'all like these. These are from Zlul. And I have the ones that are pink on the top. These are from Zlul. And these girls are from all my shades for the most part are from Firmoo. Okay? Because Firmoo like has the best process to me. I don't be having no issues with them. I buy zillions of glasses from these people. But let's get into it, y'all. Amanda Seales. Amanda Seales is fun. Like, it's so funny the veil be coming off for everybody because I can remember, I don't know what year that was, but it was two problematic niggas, Lil Duval and Charlamagne the God, and they had black women that we love and respected defending them about something. It was Amanda Seales with Charlamagne the God, and it was what's the little cute one's name? She's adorable. She just got married and had a baby. Is it Bree something? Y'all help me. But she was like, Lil Duval is her friend. And I'm like, girl, how? He hates women. And then I got to remember, like, how niggas treat the people that's in their family, like their close friends and family. Like, they treat those women with reverence. But everybody else is a whore to be disrespected. And I was just like, yeah, no, y'all gotta stop feeling like that about women. Brescia Webb, thank y'all so much in the comments. Kayla girl, thank you. Brescia Webb, I never forget it. I was like, Brescia. And I remember when Brescia did that, I kind of fell up off of Brescia a little bit because I was like, bitch, I could see Lil Duval. Like, I could see Lil Duval, bitch. You're not about to convince me otherwise. I can see that nigga. So either you don't see that nigga, or he's manipulating you and eventually you'll see it. But either way, I know what the fuck I'm looking at. So it was the same thing with Charlamagne and Amanda. And it seems like Amanda is now telling it, now saying it. Girl, all ears are listening.
Do a podcast with Charlamagne. Why would I do a podcast with Charlamagne? We had great chemistry until I realized that he was a ridiculous person and he was a snake. So then we don't have great chemistry anymore. He's also not an intellectual. Like, he's read books. He's not a dummy, but he's not an intellectual and he don't got no backbone.
I'm sorry. Did she just say that he don't have a backbone? Because that's how I feel. I remember when that shit happened with Andra, what is the white boy? Yeah, Schultz, the Schultz boy with the mustache. Yeah, I remember when that shit went down, talking about black women the way he did, and you ain't checked that nigga, and then you kind of ignored it and got on that podcast. And I mean, you was doing fucked up shit even before that, Charlamagne. But see, this is the issue when we be like, he drugged a girl when he was 16. Kids are kids. And we be like, you gonna learn from that shit. And then I remember that I knew my husband in college, right? And that's a time where people, when men and boys do stupid shit, right? None of the good men that I know did shit like that when they were young. And it's not a large amount of these niggas, okay? They might do shit, but not like that. Like, the good dudes I know was never doing some of this shit. Like, they weren't drugging girls. They didn't have to. All they had to do was bring the weed and the liquor. The girl would drug herself. Shit. And then they know, hey, bitch, you got to be up a little bit. Don't drink that much, okay? You got to consent to this shit. The fuck? I don't want you to be that. Like, bitch, if you pass out, I can't fuck you. Like, that's how the dude, my cousin and them used to be. Hey, watch out for that nigga. That nigga weird. You know what I mean? Men that warn women about other men, like that type of shit. They don't do this stuff. So that's why you got to know sometimes that when niggas start off in their childhood doing stuff like that, was Spanish Fly real? Yes. Yes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, y'all. I don't think they do it like that anymore. But I think Spanish Fly then turned into Quaaludes, right? After they stopped doing the Spanish Fly, because Spanish Fly was something you could get like anywhere. It was something you could just literally buy anywhere. And then once they realized how people was using it, they stopped selling it. And then the men transitioned from Spanish Fly to Quaaludes. Google it and come back and tell me what it say. But it's just what I remember from memory. But I'm gonna let her keep going.
He sits here and he regurgitates the same crap. And the people that he does challenge, like, remember when he challenged Kamala Harris? Remember when she was on his show? And he was like, so who's actually in charge of the Democrats? You know, Joe Biden or Joe Manchin? And she black womaned him and started saying like, no, absolutely not. He didn't even come back because he didn't have no way to come back at her because he didn't know anything further than what he said. And then they have people on the show and they allow them to just talk they shit. And when I do a podcast with Charlamagne, why?
Sorry. No, I know y'all. Listen.
They
when
don't have.
When I say good men, like, I'm saying that from what I understand and what I know. But if anybody ever tells me anything different about the people specifically that I'm thinking about, I probably wouldn't dispel it. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't be the person to come out and be like, that's a lie. So when people do that, I know you're doing too much because you could just not say anything.
Have the actual knowledge and the actual intellectualism and or the actual backbone to be able to check them and reveal the nonsense that they're spewing. And whether that's Larry Elder or that other broad or the guy from the ADL, etc. Like, stick to rappers. Yes, Andrew Schultz can say whatever. And then he depends him. So, you know, go for it, Playboy. But that's not my people's no more. What is that? What's your point? Back in the day is not today. And it's funny how people show you love when you're beneath them. And then once you start finding your footing, it's funny how they don't. And people know who they can control. You know what I'm saying? Like, people know who they can control. People know they don't have the actual knowledge and the actual intellectualism and or the actual backbone to be able to check them and reveal the nonsense that they're spewing. And whether that's Larry Elder or that other broad or the guy from the ADL, etc. Know who they can't control a lot of times. And so I think there's just been many times where I was confused as to why people weren't looking out for me, only to realize like, oh, it's because they can't control me. And they know that because they want to work with people who they will always have a thumb on. Like, I had a show called The Big Seals, which was basically like a mockumentary show. The name also, it developed into Amanda Seals is Difficult. And it was going to be like a mockumentary of me working in Hollywood. And
I hate the way people are in the comments. She's exhausting. Who would want to do work with this woman ever? She's always complaining about something. I just think she showed Charlamagne what everybody else saw. At first he was super protective of her and cool with her. Lauren talks about this tomorrow on the Breakfast Club is gonna say bless her and sending her positive energy. Girl, have you filed those people orders yet? Someone is always the problem. It's never her. Got it. Now see, and then this is why shit like y'all, that's so gaslighty. Like, this is so, like, some of these comments are just so, and like, this is to gaslight people about what's actually happening, acting like this girl is just talking about this shit out of her ass. When you literally see the clip, somebody ask her a question, she responds honestly. Now y'all are making it seem like, oh, Amanda Seales woke up today and decided to get on the internet and just start complaining about Charlamagne the God. Instead of somebody asked her about Charlamagne because they were probably being messy and she gave them the answer they were looking for. So now y'all can come in the comments and copy and paste the comment from the last time y'all saw her on the blogs. Like, I really hate when y'all don't listen or y'all don't actually like take heed to anything that a person is saying. So if it's true, it doesn't matter to you. And I think that's annoying. Whose fault is it this time? It's nobody's fault. Nobody did anything. Did y'all listen to what was said? That I hate that weird ass shit that y'all, like a collective gaslighting for no other reason than you just don't like somebody. For whatever reason, you don't like them. So now our brain shuts off. That's some weird NPC shit that y'all be on.
Charlamagne was going to executive produce it. And so we were pitching it to VH1, and then his manager and his business manager claimed that he created it and that it was his idea. And my agent was like, no, who they can't control a lot of stuff. That's not how, no. And they were standing on that. Like, well, we're not going to move forward unless he gets creator credit because he created it. He did not create it. And then I had to call him and be like, I need you to call your people and get them in line. And I don't care, but why would they even feel like they could do that? Why would they even have that idea in their mind? Why had that not been clarified from jump?
And why is that like, and that's the thing, you know, you cannot believe some of the things in the Diddy documentary, but please pull out the string of people like to not pay people and steal their art and say it's theirs. Pull that line out, y'all. Just kind of pull that one out, dangle it out in front of yourself, and see if you can see if it pulls itself to other people. Like this to me, it sounds like you were trying to rip her off.
That's not how, no. And they were standing on that. Like, well, we're not going to move forward unless he gets creator credit because he created it. He did not create it. And then I had to call him and be like, I need you to call your people and get them in line. And I don't care, but why would they even feel like they could do that? Why would they even have that idea in their mind? Why had that not been clarified from jump? That's not
Okay. I think we agree about Charlotte, but Amanda is the wrong messenger. Not really. I understand why you would say that, but not really. And the reason why I say that is because she's giving you a personal story. She's not speaking. Y'all see how Marlon started speaking on behalf of Diddy and he don't even have a personal story with 50 in order to like make sense of why you're like fighting with this man, why you're online, like going back and forth with this nigga. She said that nigga did something to me in a business deal we was about to have, and that's why I'm not doing nothing with him because he tried to take my idea. That's her giving like a personal story. Only she can be the messenger of that experience. You see what I'm saying? But I know what you mean because y'all are like, you know, she didn't want to give the bookstore people money. But y'all notice how she didn't show up and then jip them on the back end. She just said, I don't want to agree to that, so I'm not going to do that. And we could look at her and be like, well, bitch, you know, that's crazy. Like that you didn't want to give them people no profits. But it wasn't like she went, agreed, and then snaked them, which is what these niggas do. And that, to me, that's a bigger problem. To snake people. Not to just not agree because you're not getting what you want to get out the deal. That's different. These niggas be like, yeah, we gonna do it. And then they snake you. And Amanda was like, I would like to snake you. And the people were like, well, no, we're not gonna agree to that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. You see how like Amanda still is like, I'm not gonna steal it. I would rather agree to what was gonna happen. I wouldn't just, you see that consent thing that happened there. But yeah, I don't know why anybody, like, y'all, it's like as soon as y'all see somebody on the internet, y'all just have comments for them. And like, I don't know why, but there's been a conversation on TikTok about how people react to content creators and how, like, really y'all be out here abusing content creators. You don't like our opinion about something, you don't like what we say, and now people are attacking you, attacking how you look, attacking your life. Like, people are always trying to find some personal shit so that they could try to like make their assessment of you accurate. It's always these things going on. Like, I remember I was in somebody's live. How old are you? Why are you asking me information about myself? Why? So that you could try to make my opinion invalid? Nice try, bitch. Like, the fuck? Like, no. Suck a dick. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it's just weird the way, as a content creator, people feel like they can just dump on you like you're not a person. And then when you respond, you're the bad guy because you have the following. I tell y'all about that all the time. Like, what it means to be a content creator. Yes, there's a level of ignoring things you have to do, but there's also, I am a human being, and you're not going to box me into responding in a way that makes you feel good because you get to make me look like the bad guy. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't give a fuck about looking like the bad guy. It's really hard for people to make me the bad guy because I really can just walk away from things and act like it doesn't exist anymore. It's very hard to make a motherfucker that just be like, cool, what's next? It's very hard to make me look like the bad guy. People still be trying, though. They be trying. Like, nice try, bitch. Try your mama. Don't try me. But even with content creators receiving a lot of like abuse online, you got to pay attention to content creators because they do have a lot of power. What are they talking about? What's the messaging? How do they make you feel? That's important because it's a lot of y'all that follow certain people because it's a place where all your negative energies can grow and attach to other negative energies. I'm just saying, like, some of these creators are like hotbeds for a collective of delusional people. And that's scary to me. Y'all, like, a lot of people are like walking around like zombies. But shout out to Everybody Hates Chrissy, because I'm going to play her video to talk about this. Okay. I used to love Zoe. Back in the day when Zoe used to do those little videos with the babies. And Zoe always looked like a cute little stud to me. Okay. And then Zoe used to be stripping on Fridays and shit. But now, Zoe is being accused of having inappropriate conversations and dealings with teens on the internet. And I forget that as adults, when we decide to gear our content towards kids, you have to be very careful. And if you're not careful, you can get caught up being exactly who you might be. I don't know, y'all, but it's weird. We're going to get into it.
I am Zoe Shaken, and yesterday it was some controversy on TikTok about I am Zoe. Now, a lot of the videos that they were talking about I could describe, but did I see them with my own eyes? I'm going to preface this by saying no, I did
I'm going to show you them so you can see them with your own eyes.
not, but it had the whole internet abuzz last night. I hate to have to talk about this, but I got to talk about it, so let's talk about it.
None of us want
So
to talk
I am
about it.
Zoe, sometimes known as Goddamn Zoe, is a very, very famous social media influencer. This is one of the top of the pops content creators. He has a show on YouTube where he reviews like tea going on in like the shade room teens world, sometimes like the mainstream world. Like he may talk about something going on with like a Carmen and Corey, you know what I mean? But then he also might talk about a big mainstream, like what's going on with Diddy. So it's a mix of that lane. You know, some people might talk about reality shows and stuff like that. He's really heavy in the streamers and the other content creators and their tea. He also used to have a clips thing on Instagram where it would be like a viral video with maybe like a kid or something, and he would be talking to them, and he'd be talking to them like he was calling them. So it would be like a little kid like talking to their mom. He'd be like, "I know, friend. I know. You tell her to call me." And it was always very entertaining. Well, according to the press and just the social media network, they're saying that something more salacious is going on. And I hate that. They said that allegedly he was on live with a 15-year-old boy asking to see his boxers. 16. This is all alleged. They're saying they asked to see his boxers. They said that he was flirting with the kids. And when I watched I Am Zoe's, speak about it, because he came out several times and spoke about it, he said that he's just trying to give kids confidence. He's talking to his audience. He's just engaging with his audience. And they happen to be Shade Room teens. Now, you're going to have to look for these clips because
Thank you, everybody. Hey, Chrissy, I will take it from here.
Oh, no, I ain't too young.
Sometimes I be wanting to speak on stuff.
I mean, I do too.
And prove stuff.
Go to your room and get a pair of your boxers and hold them up like this.
But then when you prove stuff on how stuff was made to look a certain way.
Oh, you got boxer. Oh, child, you about a good 7.5.
Then people gonna be like, "Oh, well, my bad, though."
Us right now. Why you showing all that stuff like that? Why you showing your body? Why you being a nasty boy?
You let stuff sit. You let stuff sit.
I'm 16. Oh, no, I ain't too young.
Sometimes I be wanting to speak on.
So that was one of the ones, and I feel like I saw like a full clip that wasn't edited together like this, but I do believe he's trying to get it scrubbed. And so most of what's online right now is people's cut-ups and people's own videos about the situation. And this isn't the first time, I believe, that something like this has come out about him. And I've just, like, I don't be paying attention. Some of these some of these content creators that be on all the time like this, sometimes they kind of fade in the back for me a little bit. And I haven't been paying attention to him. But let me see. What's this one? Girl, what's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Why? Because I have a room to myself.
I hate you.
Go back.
Why? Because I have a room to myself.
I hate you.
I don't mean it like that. I mean, just like, I have a room to myself. You can go on a little vacation.
I know.
We were in a room by ourselves last time, and nothing happened. Not that you know of.
How are you?
So you're going to Chicago?
Yeah, because you was really drunk, Logan. And I am so far away. Yeah, y'all, Logan stayed with me in the room. He was so sweet. I can't say everything, but he was so nice. I like drunk Logan better than sober Logan. He's really open and never.
Keep going.
You were just when you was drunk, you was very open, you was very emotional. You were more comfortable when you were drunk. I will say, y'all, I was in the bed, he sat on the edge of the bed. Never. Nothing. You was just really nice. You didn't do nothing bad. Not you. Maybe I did when you went to sleep or when you passed out. So that doesn't make you gay, right?
Why? Because.
So somebody said this was a child. Okay. I have no idea who this person is. I have no idea. But the situation was very, very weird right then and there. Let me see. Okay. Um, hmm. Hmm. Uh okay. I'm trying to I don't know who that boy is, but they said that he was a minor, and I'm willing to believe it because it's not the only video. Um trying to see if anybody got it on the internet, cuz y'all know I don't know these children. Um hmm, let's see. I don't see anything to explain to me who this child is, but it's weird. It's weird. So it could not be a kid, right? Yeah, it could not be a kid. It could not be. So we don't know. They saying that, but it could not be. But I feel like it's weird, and it just the things that he was even saying. Like, I'ma just say, as a woman, I don't want to hear you saying, "Oh, you were, better when you were drunk." Like, I don't want to hear no man saying that shit to nobody. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, because it sounds like you want their defenses to
Now,
be down. That's what that sounds like to me. That's extremely predatory conversations that we're having. Um. So yeah.
Remember the first time seeing I Am Zoe getting exposed in 2017. Those videos that y'all are seeing where he's asking
Yeah.
those little boys to go get their boxers and stuff like that, that is from 2016, 2017. And I
Uh-huh.
remember it was really big on Twitter. He got into it with this black woman who was like, I want to say she was like an activist or something. Anyway, I found a video. Watch.
I don't. How old are they? Anybody. The same thing you do with celebrities is what I do on my Twitter. So what my Twitter is like the gossip. It's like the teen magazines. It's like the shade. No, they don't do that. They don't talk about lives. They don't. It's totally against the law. No, they don't. I live here in LA. They do not talk about lives, Messy Monday. They do not. It is totally off limits. You cannot, as media, discuss a 15-year-old's life. Go find me an article about U.S. Weekly discussing a 16-year-old life. Find me one article in the media.
Why is he just talking? See, when they do that, it's because they think that if they just keep talking, ain't nobody gonna hear. But no, we can hear that lady.
That does that.
This was 2018.
No, they don't.
He was
I'm
28.
telling you, they don't.
So again, not saying that, oh, that's not how our men said, that's weird. So we gonna get to it, because I believe that the stuff is old, but something has happened recently, and that's what we trying to get to.
They don't.
But to me, the way he's defending it means there is no change in mindset. And that's what I'm trying to, point out. How he is responding to it feels like defending yourself doesn't mean change behavior. You know what I mean?
Don't. Right now. Are you serious? Yeah, I'm being honest with you. I'm not some like whatever. What's the hickey?
Remember the first time.
I am Zoe talking to minors online, telling a 15-year-old his lips are pretty. Yeah, y'all, that's weird. Leah, I think this is Leah Simone's page. I follow her main page. And she's been doing videos covering it and talking about it. A lot of people have. Okay, let's go back to Chrissy right quick and see what else.
Like, what's going on with Diddy? So it's like a little kid like talking. They said that allegedly he was on live with a 15-year-old boy asking to see his boxers. This is all alleged. They're saying they asked to see his boxers. They said that he was flirting with the kids. And when I watch I Am Zoe's, speak about it, because he came out several times and spoke about it, he said that he's just trying to give kids confidence. He's talking to his audience. He's just engaging with his audience.
See,
and they happen to be shade room teens. Now, you're going to have to look for these clips, because I could not find direct.
I feel like something happened recently in order for us to bring this up.
And I'm sure he wiped it from the internet. He's powerful enough, if it's true, to, come out and say, like, those videos were real, that he was really talking to underage boys. But I've seen him tell his own business. I've seen him say, hey, I only mess with DL men. He was like, I'm not gay. I'm Zoe. I've messed with girls. I'm still attracted to women, which I don't believe for a long shot. Now, I'm friends with his brother. His brother is Robbie. Robbie is another part of the LGBTQIA, very talented artist. So to do this story was very hard for me. I'm not throwing Zoe under the bus because, like I said, I didn't see no clips. I saw everybody else talking about the clips. So I'm here, I'm reporting, and don't shoot the messenger.
All right. Well, some clips. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Because, and I'm about to go see if I can find this video of him responding.
I know y'all waiting.
Okay, so. And this is probably why it came up. If he got up there and talked about Diddy and Cassie in a way that made people feel uncomfortable, then they would go and dig his shit up. Because whenever people defend abusers, it makes people feel like, well, you know, those of us that catch it, we like, oh, you defending an abuser. Are you an abuser? And then we remember what happened in 2016, 2017 when you was talking to them kids online real weird like. The boy Fendi recently came out. Yes, thank you for reminding me. Thank you. I'm going to find that. Thank you. That's why I like doing lives. Thank you.
I guess because it's cold outside. I don't know what's really going on. But girl, we're gonna put it all together in the sugar honey iced tea in the docket, and that's what we gonna do. I know y'all waiting, but you gonna keep waiting. I guess because it's cold.
Okay. So that's a wall. Let me see.
The videos of I Am Zo flirting with those teenagers have resurfaced, and I'm glad the conversation's being had, but I'm irritated it took this long. When the allegations came out, there was no sincere apology, and he even gaslighted everybody into thinking they were the problem for taking his jokes too seriously. Nothing about making inappropriate sexual remarks to a minor is a joke. And people always say separate the person from the art, but art comes from real life experiences.
Yes,
they are the art. There's no separating. That's just delusional.
Hello.
Especially people like Mr. Kelly and Mr. Presley, whose music is around relationships and sex, and their allegations are around relationships and sex. And these people make great music, but it makes my skin crawl thinking about what influenced those songs. Separating a person from the...
Okay, hold up. I want to see, somebody said, what's the dude name? Hold up, let me go back in these comments and see what somebody had. Fendi. Oh, girl. This is Mess and C. Was this it? Fendi responds to Zoe saying, oh.
If you gonna sue me, sue me. What the fuck are you getting on live saying that you're gonna sue me so that you can have everybody like, oh my God, ooh, this is... You don't gotta go on the internet and say it. If you're gonna do that, then do it. You're addressing the wrong thing. Address about you texting my man in vanish mode. It was never nothing about you checking up on somebody. It was you trying to be flirting with my man in vanish mode. Okay? If you gonna...
So, is this what brought it out?
Sue me.
So him and Fendi fighting over dick? Wait.
Next question. Whose turn it is? My turn.
It's my turn. Okay, so is it true that Zoe tried to talk to Damien? Looking at that wine issue.
Oh, wow. Okay. See, I don't even know who this little stud man is. I don't even know. Okay, you can't play music on my page, sir. You can't play music on my page. I am Zoe. Wait till I catch you. Y'all done brought the old Fendi back. I don't give a fuck anymore. I've been nice all year. Move along. Let's get the show started. Yeah, I have no idea who this person is, y'all. I'm not finna pretend. Let me see.
I ain't gotta explain shit to you. You see the damn shirt. The shirt ain't damn all over the top, bitch. It say fucking Adachi apparel, and it's fucking simple. Fuck. Ain't shady shit about shit, you shady bitch. Shut the fuck up. I ain't gotta explain.
I guess he ain't gotta explain nothing to us.
Wait, I haven't done the interview yet. What? How's that possible?
Telling creators.
Okay, yeah, no, that's weird. Everybody be doing weird shit on the internet for clicks and views. This is how y'all blow up, just doing weird shit.
Sometimes I be wanting to speak on stuff and prove stuff, but then when you prove stuff on how stuff was made to look a certain way, then people gonna be like, oh, well, my bad, though. You just let stuff sit. You let stuff sit. You let stuff sit. You let stuff sit. You let stuff sit.
Okay, so there's a video. So let me get this straight. I'm gonna assume that Fendi and his boyfriend are adults, and Zoe was fucking with his boyfriend, so he decides to bring up the old tea on Zoe. Is that the case? And so now, since everybody is finding, because some people didn't know when this shit originally happened. Is that what's happening here, girl? Because that's what that's what it's given. That's what it's given. Let me see. Where's Fendi? Let me see if we can find Fendi, girl. But I'ma just tell y'all,
Now, goddamn Zoe, you sit on Mr. Monday and talk about everybody else. And everybody else drama that's surfing the internet. But when you surfing the internet, you're quiet. This ain't the time to be quiet.
oh my God. Yeah, okay. So that's odd. Yeah. Okay, wait.
Toxic.
What is this? Zoe says he doesn't want to do social media anymore. He wants to act. Oh, yeah, you should get off social media if you can't not have inappropriate conversations with 15-year-olds. You should.
But Twitch.
Toxic.
Twitch ain't toxic.
It's toxic.
It could be.
I want to do movies, and because I've done this.
Right.
And I just don't want this anymore.
I feel like you should do Twitch.
I don't
you
want
could IRL when
I
you're in the
don't-
club. You could be turned.
I don't want that anymore.
You got merch
in the closet.
Why I ain't getting no merch? I want some merch.
You can have one. I just don't want to see more because that's what, when you become, Keys, listen to me. Look, when you become big,
I pray
people
get big.
will bring stuff you it's not.
I
it's
pray I
horrible.
get big. Man.
Yeah, but just know it's going to be a lot. It's 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 a lot. People will misconstrue a lot of things. They will. People who you thought were your friends will do a lot of stuff to try to make. It's a lot. It's a lot.
All right, thanks.
Okay, hold up. Let me see if I can find Leah right quick before I move off of this. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna make any assumptions about anything, but I will say that that's quite disturbing. Like the videos that we did see of these conversations when he's drunk. If that was someone underage that he was talking to on those lives, okay, it was done back in the day, and 2016, 2017, fine. That's fine. That was a while ago. Okay. I don't know if people really grow out of being predatory like that, but okay, girl. That's fine. But yeah, the stories was just popping up. The stories was just popping up on my timeline, and I was trying to understand what the fuck was going on, and I wanted to bring it to y'all, especially once I saw Everybody Hates Chrissy. Hold up. Is that Leah? Where's Leah's page? Where the fuck is Leah? Here she go. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. Cause sometimes, I don't know, girl. Sometimes I be following people and sometimes I don't. Is this?
Remember the first time seeing I Am Zoe getting exposed in 2007.
Is this her? I'm Ashanti? Yeah, this her. Okay. She must have changed her shit. So she re-uploaded the stuff about oh no, that's about Diddy. This is Zoe. Okay.
He definitely got a lot of it scrubbed. Around this time, though, this was 2017, Zoe was saying that he was not homosexual and he never had intercourse with a man or a woman. Do y'all remember that? Let me add, during this time, first of all, he's on live with a 14-year-old right here. Why are you smiling that hard? That was crazy. But anyway, during this time, these minors, 14, 15, 16-year-olds, are sending him tea so that it could be used for Messy Mondays, right? But they're not just sending him these explicit stories that he's basically grooming them to tell him, but they're also sending photos, actual child Yeah, this man is nasty and definitely predatory AF.
Other people's children because it makes you look disgusting and crazy. Posting a tweet of two boys on a bed and you saying, save some for us.
Theo hiccup with fans.
Mind you, these is all kids that he talking about.
Jonas ain't got no STD though.
Had sex. They was in the bed together. He did used to have a little screw buddy. Well, remember back then I told
Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, I've been doing this for years, and that is literally something that I just automatically know. I'm not talking about shit going on with no teenagers. I'm not talking about teens fucking. There's so many adults fucking that I would rather discuss. I'm not talking about no teens as an adult person. And I'm a geeky girl. I like YA and shit. You know what I'm saying? Young adult, like the books and the TV shows that we grew up watching. You know what I'm saying? A bitch grew up on Noggin. Okay? A bitch loved a good YA show back in the day. Especially a queer one, South of Nowhere. Anybody? Ta-tung-tung-tung. Okay? It's a niche crowd. But ultimately, I am an adult. And as long as I have been doing this, I have never in my life, I don't believe, you might be able to tell me otherwise, but I don't think I've ever talked about teenagers fucking. I might talk about an adult fucking with a teenager because that's something we need to talk about. But I'm not like talking about the romantic lives of children. That's weird. And so the fact that that is even your content, whoa.
y'all, I think that they probably had a threesome.
14,
They said that he
15,
took her
16.
virginity. Y'all was on the bed. Reed had sex with Grace. He's been in her bed with his shirt off. Excuse me, parents, if you're watching. Suck my dick, suck. Yeah, she's saying she was on her period or whatever. I know dick when I see dick. She was almost, I guess, raped at UNL. Well, Derek like black boys. You irrelevant, bitch. I know who you made out with. I know who you.
He definitely got a lot of it scrubbed. Around this time,
Whoa. So, yeah, shout out to Shanti on the Tiki-Taki. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's all weird, girl. It's all weird. What's this one?
remember the first time seeing I Am Zoe getting exposed in 2017. Those videos that y'all are seeing where he's asking those little boys to go get their boxers and stuff like that, that is from 2006.
Okay. Yeah. All right, we watched that one. So yeah. Shout out to her.
I Am Zoe has been getting exposed for being inappropriate with minors since 2017. No exaggeration. I don't understand what it will take for y'all to realize he's clearly attracted. I'm a firm believer in wherever there's smoke, there's fire, and there's no logical explanation for this same rumor to continue to go around about the same person every other year. And the way he speaks around it, it just makes me extremely uncomfortable, and he sounds like a predator.
So now you can talk and you can feel comfortable because some of these kids are 14 and 15 and 16 on here. But when
Shout out to Nick at Night.
be like, hey, what's going on, friend? What's up?
Shout out to
beautiful?
Nick
You
at
look
Night.
so good. You are so cute. It builds their confidence to talk to me. And now the other kids who are watching them are going to get in tune and be like, oh my God, I wish I could get in those guests and talk to him and blah, 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 and this, and that. And that's what it is. It is us interacting. That's how the app will work. But if everybody's on here, what's going on? What are you doing? Now, I don't sit here and say, oh, I want to get in the bed with you. No, it is just us talking. And that's why I feel everything that I do on you now excels because I know how to help in that person's, I guess, demographic. If you're black, if you're white, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're young, if you're old, I know how to fit myself around you so that we can have.
I Am Zoe has been getting.
Yeah. That's a odd response. And so he's like in his 30s now, right? And I believe whoever were y'all saying Fendi and Fendi's boyfriend are like 20 something. And so like people are like, why is your old ass over here talking to us? Yeah. Yeah, girl. Yeah. I follow Neek's blog on Instagram. She's one of the people that I really like, fuck with. we don't always, I say this because like we had our moments of disagreements on things, but ultimately, like I respect what she got going on. Because women don't get the just due that they deserve in any business, but in blog business and vlogging and running, telling these stories, like yeah, women do not get the credit that they deserve for paying closer attention, for collecting more evidence, for being more impartial, like you know. And Nika at Night is one of the people that I enjoy her post. Um, let's get into some other shit though. But y'all be safe out here, girl. Y'all be safe out here. Cause what the fuck? What's this? Oh, I mean, I guess we're not even gonna get into other shit like that. We might as well go ahead and get into academics and Maino. But first, we're gonna do a quick little ad right quick. And then we're gonna get into Maino and academics. All right, cool. Hey y'all, this is a get ready with me. Okay, just a little something before I get ready for one of my daily lives. So I just started growing my locks about 2 years ago now, and I color treated, and I do like a style here or there, and I really, really have noticed that my hair does the best when I keep it moisturized. And my regimen of spraying my hair with water and then following it up with Fab Hair International's Moisture Mist leave-in conditioning spray, girl. Listen, it's giving me everything that I need as far as the moisture on a daily basis is concerned. I've tried a lot of sprays and I really, really enjoy not only the way the spray bottle works, but also the way the hair feels moisturized after I've given it a spritz. There are so many great Fab Hair International products to try. And the Stimulate and Soothe Deep Cleansing Shampoo is one of my favorites. It actually gives your scalp a tingling sensation that makes it feel really, really clean. And then the Moisture Mask Deep Conditioning Mask is really amazing as well. Make my hair feel really, really moisturized after I had color treated it. The products are great and were created by a Black woman stylist who came from behind her chair to give her people the products she felt they really deserved. Fab Hair International is for all curls and coils, whatever your hair type. You can find something at Fab Hair International that will suit your specific needs. Right now, you can use my code BONDY15 to get 15% off of your purchase. Go to fabhairinternational.com, take their hair quiz, and find out which products will be perfect for your hair. Be a bougie traveler and shop fabhairinternational.com. All right, girl, we're back. So, let's see.
Whole time I'm calling you Maino, I should call you Toby.
I want to get the clip. Like, I want to get the clip right.
Check this out. Academics.
What's up?
Academics.
Okay.
Whole time I'm calling you Maino, I should feeling great. Yo, academics, check this out. Academics.
What's up?
Academics. I know you not talking. Oh man.
So academics must have said something about Maino's clothes. Maino responded. Academics responds again. Let's start there.
Man, you
That's how
got
we
the
on it?
audacity to be speaking on niggas and what niggas is wearing? Oh! Oh! You talking about what niggas is wearing? You talking about the proximity between what niggas is wearing and their age? Right there, chat. That senior citizen comment. Yo, chat, let me tell you this. I keep telling y'all the reason why I'm undefeated online, because I'm going to figure out what really triggers y'all niggas. When I said these niggas, yo, let me pull up all their ages. This is what hurts them. Look, right here. Maino.
That's not why you're undefeated online. You're undefeated online because there is, and not even really undefeated because you're not undefeated. Whenever you've gotten into beef with people, you run. Saucy Santana, you ran. Diddy, you ran. You run when you get into it with people. You don't like, what are you talking about? But I would say the reason why you are still successful online is because there are a whole bunch of funky Cheeto smelling ass niggas just like you that think because you are huge on the internet that it's like something that can make them feel better about themselves is that they see your cheesy smelling ass sitting in that chair running it about how much you hate women. But the truth of the matter is you're so excited that these people that you looked up to that wouldn't even let you in their section in a club, you're so excited that they're talking about you on their podcast. Like, his little dick's probably hard because they're talking about him.
Maino is 52 years old, y'all. That shit is hurting. Okay, I got you, bro. Jim Jones age, 49. Fabulous with the headband age.
I mean, if we pull up your age, how old are you? Because we're going to get it.
He's 48. By the way, we're all age, and I'm not age shaming. I was just pointing out, y'all podcast is aimed for the kids. Y'all not giving grown man knowledge. Let's keep it a bean. I'm watching, like, I told you, I ran into Jim Jones.
Okay, so is it a theme or is it not a theme that the villains are fighting? The villains are fighting. I'm sorry, y'all. These 3 niggas up here, those 3 niggas above him are villains. Okay? Like, all of them are villains in their own right, meaning that there's somebody out there that they've harmed. All of them. All of them. Fab knocked out Emily B's teeth at some point. Maino, Child, Maino is one of the most disrespectful, weird ass niggas I've ever heard of. Wasn't Maino? Who was Maino with that he disrespected? I saw him on a reality show, and the way he talks, like, to me, niggas in rap are always sexist or misogynist or view women as objects to be disrespected or used as humiliation rituals, right? Maino was talking about K. Michelle's coochie, wasn't he? Yeah, because you, like, randomly, you have to humiliate some woman every quarter. Okay. Did Maino date Monica? I don't think so. I thought he dated no, yeah. Wasn't that your girl? Or was she with another nigga? All these niggas be running the same to me. But who was Maino in a relationship with for a long time? Maino was with Lil' Kim. Lil' Kim, that's not who you talking about, though. Right. He was beefing with Lil' Kim at some point. I'm glad that. Yeah. But to me, like, y'all can go look it up, y'all. There's history of these niggas being villains, right? And now one other funky ass villain is fighting them. So now the villains are fighting each other. And I find that exhilarating. I don't know about y'all, but Maggie. It was Maggie from that reality show. Yeah, he did her dirty, didn't he? Juju. Thank you. I remember Maggie too, but it was Juju. It was Juju. I was wondering, like, who was Juju with for all of those years? Was that him that Juju was with for all of those years? And then he just kind of like dusted her like she wasn't shit? I can't remember. Either way, niggas are villains. Villains are fighting. It's a theme of the day. I'm enjoying it. Let's continue.
He was acting like he was a YN. He wasn't acting like, yo, bro, I'm an older
Cameron,
nigga in
right,
this industry.
sorry.
I've been around
But that's
since
what I was thinking about.
before you moved to the United States. That's a fact. Jim Jones has been around before I moved to the United States.
No, but it was Tahiri. No, thank y'all. When somebody, Juju was with Cameron. We know Cameron's fucked up. It wasn't Juju. It was the situation. It was Tahiri and Maino. Yes. Hey, Erica. Thank you. And do I have to pull up the clip? Because I feel like not too long ago, we was talking about Tahiri and I brought up that clip of Maino trying to choke her out on Marriage Boot Camp. That might have been one of the last seasons of Marriage Boot Camp because Maino tried to choke out Tahiri on camera. That was Vado? My God. That wasn't Maino, y'all? Okay, see, we can't even talk about these niggas. We can't even talk about these niggas. You know why? And y'all not gonna blame me for this. All of these niggas are alike and all of these niggas look the same. And all of these niggas be from the same place. Abusive New York niggas that want to rap.
States. Jim Jones is moving around
Let me look up
like
Maino.
he's ready to crash
What did
out and
Maino
go
do?
to jail for life. Yes, we're going to clown you. Yes, we're going to say
and I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad. I want y'all to know, misinformation. I corrected myself, but ultimately I don't give a fuck. I happily put Vado's history on Maino because I bet you we going to pull something from Maino that proves his history is the same.
Around for decades, you're 50 plus, and you're mirroring the actions of a 20-year-old. I'm sorry, not only in dress, but in actions, in words, vernacular. You're not giving us no substance. Yes, we're looking at you. It's not like y'all coming like Cam and Mace. Y'all just coming like y'all are the toughest of the YNs, but y'all are the old heads. Your Fruit Jams in the chat. What up?
Feeling great.
Okay. Why is it doing that? I don't know. I feel like y'all can't see what I'm saying, but did y'all hear it? So he was going off about them being old niggas, correct? Like, they childish. That's what he was saying. Y'all niggas is childish. Okay, cool. They are. They are. So then, this is what Maino said. What did Maino
Check this
say?
out. Academics.
What's up?
Academics. You see, here's the thing. Like, this ain't no gangster talk. We ain't gonna do no gangster shit. But listen, what I'm saying, since you wanna put.
Oh, Maino was inappropriately touching Lil Kim. I was like, I know it's something. Something happened. I can feel it. I just know, which nigga is it? I'm like going through the Rolodex of niggas in my mind trying to figure out which one is it.
You want to speak about, young niggas, old niggas, and when you do that, you indirectly causing division between young and old niggas. Ain't no difference between young and old niggas. It's only time. It's either you a lame or you not. It's either you with it or you not. It's either you understand or you don't. Period. Point blank. You understand? Check this out. Academics.
What's up?
Academics. You see, here's the thing. Like, this ain't no gangster talk. We ain't gonna do no gangster shit. But listen, what I'm saying, since you want to speak about, young niggas, old niggas, and when you do that.
Okay, yes, because the niggas are old and niggas are young.
Let me ask you something about your lane. Was it your lane when that lady said that you forced herself on her? Huh? Is that your lane? Huh? Sexual assault. Is that your lane? All word, because that's what you accused for, right? Ain't that the shit that you paid out for? But I'm gonna give you one even better than that. Was it your lane when you was on the internet having that conversation with that 15-year-old boy and you talking about going up in him and putting things in him and giving him sex talk and talking about having sex with him? Let me ask you something about your lane. Was it your lane when that lady said that you forced herself on her? Huh? Is that your lane? Huh? Sexual assault. Is that your lane? All word.
So yeah, now he's saying that DJ Academics paid off that lady that was saying that him and two of his homeboys assaulted her at his home. We was wondering what happened with that. So apparently Academics paid her off. That's what Maino is alleging. And then I believe that now old boy is talking about he's going to sue him. And then Maino posted this. Everybody's being extremely petty on the internet. He posted this yesterday. And this is the video from when Academics was talking to that kid. Much like the way Zoe was talking to the kid on his live.
Dude, will you let me fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yo, you can have. Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
You said you suck a dick though.
Yeah.
Yes, today. With it.
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
Yo, bro.
Yo, like, I'm serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
You go to school?
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
All right, if she threw you the box, would you smash?
No, because I'm 15.
Okay. My bad, y'all. I didn't realize y'all couldn't see it because it's not on the right one. My bad. But y'all could hear it though, right? Y'all could hear that shit? But this was the video they were playing.
What that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
She's above 18.
What that mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
So the kid is telling him he's grooming him. Like, this is what grooming is. You talking to me about having sex and I'm a kid.
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
Nah, imagine no.
Yo, Nor, what's your address? I'm gonna send some strippers over there.
Slow down, yo. I am 15. I hope you know that, bro. You trying to
Oh,
get...
you're scared of women, bro.
I'm not scared of women. Yo, bro, you trying to put me on a case. You trying to put them on a case.
So?
What you mean, so? That's weird.
Trying to look out. You know all the rappers lost their virginity to like old women, right? Like,
if Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yo. You can have.
So if he said,
Wait.
if I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yo. Suppose he's like, yo, bro. Listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
So, yeah. Yeah. All of that is really, really weird. All that's really, really weird that's going on there. So Maino posted that on his main page. I also feel like now that I'm looking at him, Maino has been in this like podcast space for a minute. And also, isn't Maino caught up in that shit with Misa Hilton and Misa and Mary J. Blige? Maino is the artist that they were suing each other over, if I recall correctly. And I didn't even realize that Maino was Lil Kim's artist at some point, which then I don't know, like that's so weird. Hold
Draw
up.
the line on that. I don't even want it that young.
What's your minimum age?
I don't jumping in the sack with a 19-year-old.
When you're 50-something.
Yeah, like that's just a bit too young for me.
Okay,
Just
that's
the
good.
Conversation, what we
That's
talking
good.
about, what we into. I don't really feel like we got really much in common. I don't really want to be jumping in the sack, cuddling with nothing that, you know, in the age range of my son. And he 22.
Okay, Maino. Okay, Maino. You get brownie points for that one. I'm gonna give you that one. Let's see. Cause I'm just trying to get like, you know, his nigga is talking all the time. And I'm telling y'all right now, I don't trust any New York nigga that's a rapper. I don't trust any New York nigga that's rapping. Just period. Okay. But I'm going to take back my original statements because I can't find anything that's not another nigga in my mind right now about Maino. But I also feel like something is also wrong with Maino, right? But I can't tell y'all what it is. I forgot there was a story I heard Maino talk about one time on Lip Service that made me feel like this nigga's ill. I think that was it. And I've heard him talk about things he's done that I feel like are like extremely egregious, like a highly disrespectful person. You know what I mean?
So I want to say this, man. I want to apologize
Hold up,
to the
y'all.
mothers and the daughters and the families of the victims of sexual predatory behavior, because we've allowed in our culture, we've allowed.
So that was Vado. That was Maino. I'm sorry, y'all. Yo, that's crazy that I keep thinking that Vado and Maino are the same person. That is so weird. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Okay, I never want to share misinformation. I'm giving Maino brownie points, okay? But again, I really do think of him just like the rest of them niggas.
Niggas like this to persist, to have an opinion.
Maino talked about being a slave role play. Yeah, I remember that shit. That was weird as fuck too. Because to me, that lets me know how much you worship white dick. Like, just essentially, that's really sad. So Maino is not that bad. Vado is the demon. Yes, that's what we're basically coming to contact with.
We've allowed it, and I want to apologize to them. I'm sorry. This is crazy. We like this nigga should have been stepped on you, and that is the absolute truth. Because here's the thing: somebody said to me, they said, "Maino, well, if you knew this about him, well, why did you do shots with him at the concert?" And I said, you know what? That's a good question, but the truth of the matter is, I did not know. I don't pay you no mind. I'm not patched into you like that. I'm not into what's going on with niggas. I'm so concerned with my old life and being a washed up nigga that I'm not that patched in. That wasn't that important to me. I didn't even realize that was happening. But
yeah, at the end of the day, he still talked about K. Michelle's vagina. And then Yee backed it up. That's one of the reasons why I already felt weird about Angela Yee, but I remember the way she handled as a woman. That moment, yeah, that's what it is, y'all. Whenever men talk about a woman's coochie, I don't know, I feel like it's such a violation. I don't know. Just me. But like, yeah, it does feel deeper whenever they do shit like that. I'm sorry.
But you know what happened? Soon as you start running your mouth, all the information started to come in. And I don't give a fuck what you think you posting, boy. What you think you saying, boy? You understand it? None of that shit means nothing. Because until you explain to the world, to the families, or the victims, of what type of nasty sexual traditions that you used to having, this ain't cool, nigga. We ain't alike. And let me tell you something about being old since you think that you so young. In this life, brother, you're going to be an older man longer than you be a younger man. The name of the game is to live, get old, and do what you got to do. Live on. You want to die young? I don't. I'm happy to be here. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been through to get here. You don't understand my life. You don't know what I got going on. You don't know what it is or what it took for me to be here. I'm happy. I wake up every day. And I'm proud. I look myself in the eyes. And I'm proud of who I am as a man. Okay? You talking about kids. You talking about having sex with kids. Well, let me tell you something what I do with kids. I do a lot of giving back to kids. I do a lot for the kids in my community. All the time. Okay? So I want to say this, man. I want to apologize to the mothers and the daughters and the...
There's a, okay. Everybody is trying to roll back all of the feminism, right? I'm just going to call it that. Everybody's rolling back feminism. Black women, feminism is not a bad word, and it's not automatically attached to white women, right? The only reason y'all get to sit up here and listen to me talk right now is because of feminism, right? Because women decided to fight for women. So I want us to be very clear on that, because I feel like because of the intersectionality of how white women will throw black women to the wolves, everybody tries to act like we need to just not worry about feminism because white women aren't trustworthy. Yeah, fuck all that. Okay? Fuck all that. To me, these niggas know that it is imperative, if they want to survive, to not do too much as it pertains to women. I think what we're seeing from these niggas specifically, him, 50, these men do not really like women. Like, I just want to be clear. Like, something feels to me like they still don't respect women. They still don't value women. They will still treat women like they are, inhumane pussy pockets for them to use and throw away, and not treat the women like actual people, right? Yes, they will still do that. But when it comes to their image and how they want to look to the world, a part of them realizing that we have to aesthetically grow up, right, is realizing that you have to have a level of, that's fucked up. We don't assault women. We don't do this. Yes, you do. But you have to promote like you don't, because you recognize that a lot of women are growing out of this. A lot of women are growing out of this brainwashing of feeling like they need to be in a relationship with a man. So these niggas are starting to realize how much harder it is to convince women to go along with shit that used to be easy. Used to be easy to convince a bitch to, that you was going to be with her so that she could do all the shit you wanted her to do, and, she could love on you. And then when you got tired of her and wanted to move on to the next one, you just move her out the way and move it. Like, that used to be a lot easier for men to do. And now the shit not really cool no more. I think as a society, we're like changing. And I think it's because the women and on social media, we are screaming every time somebody's saying some weird shit about traditional and women being submit. There are some women out there, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No, we're not doing it. It ain't that time. Get over it. It's no. You might be able to fool some of the women some of the time, but bitch, you is not fooling all of the women all of the time. Okay? And I think because energetically you could feel that that's happening, these niggas have to come to us with a little bit different of a tune than what they had 5-10 years ago, where you could get on the internet and publicly disrespect the piss out of a woman and everybody would just let the shit slide. I think niggas don't like when it starts getting harder for them to get coochie because they've said certain things. And now the women are like, nah, I heard what you said. I heard what you did. I ain't fucking with you. You know what I mean? So that's what this feels like more to me than a man having like a real respect or reverence for women, and more so a nigga just trying to make sure that his mouth don't sign a check that his ass can't cash. Hold up.
And everybody, first of all, there's a Pause Maino page.
Word. Shout out to the Pause Maino page.
Who
though.
is doing this
I don't
page?
know. I like the page though.
I'm gonna I need to know who this is, but I think Pause Maino is amazing
Yeah,
because you have a lot of pause-worthy moments.
Okay, what the fuck is Pause Maino? What kind of shit is this? Let's see.
Sometimes I get into a mode with a nigga and I whisper to the nigga and say, tonight I want to see you use that gun.
You whisper that?
The fuck is...
Paul, yo, man,
can we get a timeout? This is...
We need a commercial break. We need a commercial break.
That's the craziest
That's one of the craziest commercials I ever heard in my life.
Put the counter on.
Gun is a pause.
30-second commercial break.
I want to see you use that gun tonight. It's commercial break worthy.
Sometimes I get into a mode.
That's because there is a sexual aspect to the violence. That's why. And honestly, you telling a nigga that makes you feel powerful because they're going to look at you and you know how they going to look at you. They going to look at you like, this nigga's crazy. That must mean this nigga's powerful. That's how they going to feel. And he knows that. Y'all remember that on what was that movie y'all on? I hate when this happens, when I get like brain freeze and I can't think of it, even though I can see it all in my head. Living just enough. Living just enough for the city. In the New Jack. There you go, New Jack City. I gotta sing the song. Then it's going, in the New Jack. I love the the Leverts for that. In the New Jack City. Oh, yeah. Y'all remember in that movie when Ice-T was like, I want to shoot you so bad, my dick is hard. Y'all remember that shit? That's a thin line between wanting to kill a nigga and wanting to fuck him. It's a thin line. It's wild. It's a heavy pause moment. What? You whispered to this man? You whispered like you said it in his ear? Hey, bad boy. Hey. I want to see you use that gun today. Oh, yeah. Like, does that not sound sexual? Like, what is happening? Why are you saying all of these gay ass moments? Let me see. Say you ain't with it. TikTok film presents Pause. Say you ain't with it. Starring Maino and Freddie Jackson.
With a nigga.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. I need other moments. Grown men have to stop saying pause. It's getting out of hand. And it's like, why are you always thinking about that? Like, why?
Who teeth you smell? I know a couple pretty ladies with teeth done it and they got
They teeth was stinking?
Yeah, 100%. It's like what Spizzo said.
I never dirty Max.
A woman gonna do what she wanna do. So it's not gonna stop her. It's not gonna stop her. You see what I just said? Any nigga dirty that played that with me got his bitch fucked. 100%. Don't be out here fucking on rappers on the back. All right. 100%. You know.
Don't be out here fucking rappers. So I feel to anybody that was gonna be mad at me for what I said about Maino, don't be mad at me. Maino and I feel the same way.
Got baby mother trauma. 100%. I have to be the worst father in history.
Oh my God. But was you proud at the same time?
100%. If I ever had another child, if I ever, like, probably won't, but if I did, just hypothetically speaking, at 2 years old, I'm putting my son or my daughter to work. 100%. Yeah. People think you quiet.
And you know, people think that's funny, but you know, legally, that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. They're trying to roll back all of the protections that kept children from working. That's why it's only been like 2 generations of children not having to work in mills and shit. Because ask your great-grandmother or your grandparents. Like for me, if I ask my grandparents will probably only have gotten a 6th to 8th grade education because they had to go work.
Me neither.
Let me tell you.
It just be funny. I mean, I'm not saying he know that. I'm just saying that's funny that like how y'all think about things literally kind of coincides with how our government thinks.
No. You really not at all. 100% not.
It's a legal subject.
Wait, go back.
No,
go
people
back.
think you quiet. Me neither. To work. 100%. People think you quiet.
Me neither.
Let me tell you.
am.
Let me tell you something. No. You really not at all. 100% not.
It's a legal subject.
No, I'm with it now because it's like the statute of what?
Limitation.
100%. We good.
Okay. So y'all heard that last one, right? Statute of limitations went out, right? We good. Who says shit like that? Everybody? Who says shit like that? Niggas always telling on themselves. Fabulous Faces, thank you for the super chat. Bondi, off topic. I went down a rabbit hole last night on Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo's relationship. It's super weird. Don't know much about it. Can you think about covering it? I talked about it. I talked about it a smidge. And what I said was that I feel like it's some weird shit that happened to all of the people on the set of that movie. What comes off to me is Cynthia Erivo knows that something has happened to Ariana Grande and is an extremely like protective of her type of thing. I also think how they were in the movie is affecting their real relationship. There is a level of playing a role to a point that it becomes a part of how you actually feel and think. And I think their friendship in that movie and how that played out is kind of affecting how they see each other in real life. And I think if we give it time, it's probably going to taper off. As a former theater kid, you really get emotionally like enmeshed with people that you do theater and movies and shit with. Yeah. I don't know what that's about, but I can remember doing plays and shit. And if one person likes you when you do a play, and everybody's going to want you to like that person back. That made me just think about something. And this is how, oh my God, y'all, that just made me think about something that happened to me one time. I did a play one time back in the day. I used to do plays for my church. It was like, I loved it. I had such a good time doing the plays. But the plays was also like, you know, if you had a little boy that you like, y'all got a chance to spend time together, right? And this is at the age for me when I'm like, you know, kissing. I told y'all, I didn't have sex with a man until I was 19. And I didn't start rolling around in the bed with girls until I was 14. So at this point, I'm still really young, right? And, you know, you can't get pregnant. And in our minds, you couldn't get STDs from having sex with girls. So it was like, you know, no pregnancy, no STD, we're fine. Okay? You're rolling around. You're having a good time. It's fine. But I remember I did this play. And the guy that I was doing the scene with, like, we were friends, but he liked me. I did not feel the same, but I really did still like him, but I didn't feel like that about him. We had a duet. We singing a song. My dad is on the first fucking row with my parent sitting next to him. This is the show. I think we did 2 or 3 shows. This is the show he decides to kiss me after we finish singing the song. And I had no idea. And people, like, I recognized that he had told some people he wanted to do that. And they told him to do it, but to not tell me. And we're on stage. And I have to go along with this. But I am both shocked and I am thoroughly embarrassed. Thoroughly embarrassed. Because my dad is right there. And yes, you might have little boyfriends and all of that, but there's a level of jealousy that my father, like, it made me feel like my dad is not going to like anybody that I'm with. Like, there's a level of I belong to him, and until somebody is good enough or somebody that he likes, then he's not going to be okay with it. He's going to be rude. He's going to be, you know, dismissive. Don't bring him around me. So kissing somebody in front of my dad was like, oh my God. And of course, my dad had to say something about you. You let that little nigga kiss you. But it just made me think about, like, And y'all, we were young, we were kids, and I don't fault him for, the guy. I don't fault him for what happened. We were kids. But I do think about the rape culture of everybody thinking it's okay to do something to me without me knowing. And then for the way everybody is now seeing it is that I did something. I let him do this to me. And then it was a conscious thing to keep it from me. That, y'all, I swear, just me thinking about that, I don't know why that just came. I mean, I know why we talking about this shit came to my mind. But it's just these moments that it's like these small moments, but they gather, and what they teach you about you as a woman and how you are seen as a girl, as a woman. Even when people are taking your choices away from you, you are still seen as the person that did something. It's crazy. Thank you, Channel. Will, because is it Chanel or Channel? Girl, Chanel. Thank you for the super chat. They compared G Unit artists to Diddy artists, and 50 artists got money. Diddy is so bad and evil that he make bad guys look decent. Suge Knight and 50. Yes. Because now y'all trying to act like Suge Knight wasn't a monster of some sort. Yes, he did. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Let me see. Nikki Willis, thank you for the super chat. Skin is popping and keep up the exceptional job. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Y'all, I'm on my skin regimen. Do you hear me? Okay, I had a little blemish because my period came. I was like, my perfection. 2Ls, thank you for the super chat. Vado is the artist with MJB and Misa. Maino dated Lil Kim. Okay, thank you. Niggas are all the same to me. I'm so sorry. I don't really feel bad about it. All of you niggas are the same to me. Okay? Just like all of us women are the same to you, all of you niggas are the same to me. Erica De Niro, thank you so much for the super chat, boo. Women are evolving, men are not. They're trying to conserve, trying to make men great again. Because they really are like Trump fans. A lot of these niggas, you could tell. Like, these are the niggas that wanted to be like Trump in their rap songs back in the day, right? Weird shit. I think I don't know, Kijana Wheeler, thank you for the super chat, boo. Will you please check out the new episode of the podcast called This American Life? It's about a Nigerian feminist movement. Okay, everybody put that in the list. Okay, somebody go put it in the Discord or something. Thank you for that. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I don't know. I've been thinking about these things a lot lately. This constant trying to like balance out what women go through by acting like women are doing the same thing to men. It's just weird. I don't know what that's about. Like, I had to clock somebody's post for acting like, women are out here hating men in the same way that men are hating women. Like, y'all are not dying at our hands in large numbers though. Okay? Speaking of people, like, what the fuck is going on? Hold up. Let's go back over to Instagram. Stolen car and drug discovery lead to arrest of rapper Erica Banks. And this is the mugshot. Baby hairs is baby hairing. Do she have tattoos under her eyes? Bitches, are those teardrops? What is that? Oh my God. Erica. They say Erica Bro was riding passenger when officers pulled over a car Monday night. The tag was hiding behind a tinted cover, which is illegal in Georgia, and the vehicle was rocking dealer plates that didn't match the situation at all. From there, the officer ran the plates and things took a sharp left. The car came back as stolen out of Atlanta. That's when Erica and the driver, Amani Durton, were ordered out of the vehicle. Y'all, who is Amani Durton? Is that her old lady? Is that her old lady that was walking around with a backpack? And I told y'all that she's not different than the nigga. Because that's what Erica was thinking. Erica was thinking, oh, different from the nigga? I don't think so. Studs are not really different from the niggas. They want to be like the niggas. So they're not that different. Let me see. Let me see, girl. Amani. What's the last name? Durton? I need to see. I want a picture. Why we ain't got her? Oh, yeah, that's the girlfriend. Why y'all didn't post it? Fox 5 did. Oh, yeah, girl. Not you being with a thugged out lesbian. Not you being with a thugged out lesbian. Oh, girl, I love a good segue. Because y'all know that's going to be a good segue into the next story. But, girl, let me hold up. I need to pull it up for y'all. Hold up. Here we go. Here we go, y'all. That's what y'all should have posted. That's what y'all should have posted. Now, I don't think they've gotten married yet. I don't know if they have, but this is supposed to be Erica's, studsman. This supposed to be her studsman, girl. You got to be safe. This is still basically a nigga with braids. You have got to be careful. What do I tell y'all all the time about niggas with braids? Studs are still niggas with braids. Plaits. Let's see. Bro was charged with felony possession with intent to distribute MDMA and felony possession with intent to distribute marijuana. So they had weed and X. Dirt with a fucking stolen vehicle with the fucked up plate. Y'all are alerting people to y'all. Y'all are alerting people to y'all with the license plate situation. Bro, who is known for hits like Bust It and Toot That, okay? This isn't her first time being arrested. In August, she was busted for having a gun inside of her Louis Vuitton bag, which she placed on the conveyor belt. And something tells me, was that your gun or was that your husband's gun? A police officer ran a check. Don't I tell y'all all the time that the stud chicks is just as bad? And they have to have certain things going on with themselves in order for them not to be just as bad as the niggas. But the studs, the studs is just as worse. A lot of women that are attracted to women but wanted to be with men, and they finally go be with women, they think that they get with a woman that look like a nigga that they might like, and that she gonna be different from the nigga. No, bitch, she's gonna be worse. She's gonna be worse. It's gonna be so much worse. Don't really like them. Oh my God. Don't really enjoy women, like for real, right? Get with a stud and watch the same shit that was happening with the niggas. Same shit. Listen, Erica. You already fucking know. That's the next story. I said I love a segue. So yeah, Erica, you gotta be safe out here, Erica, girl, because the studs will have you fucked up too. So now you going to jail, you in a car, cause you and your old lady on some illegal shit. That's not smart. That's not smart. Erica, sad, girl, it's sad. You know, because you don't want this for the girls. Now, what you needed to do is to be like Portia. Get you a lesbian that's got a legit job. Hold up. That's what you got to do, girl. You got to get you a stud that has a real job. Now, Sway seems to have like legit jobs, okay? And Sway make me feel like she'll go strip before she starts scamming. But we'll see. We'll see, because I don't know Sway like that. I don't know Patrice like that. And anybody named Patrice that's a stud lesbian, you got to be careful with them. Patrice? Oh, my God. That sound like that's about to be a problem. A stud named Patrice? Girl, you're going to have to be safe.
We've been dating for a while now. We've been dating for a while now. And, I think before I had mentioned he is nice and she is nice. Yes. So I started to focus more on her. And so we were dating pretty solid. And Thanksgiving came around and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna cater. And I was like, you know, me too. We were coming back from Miami. And I was like, let's just do it together. And so we got our families together and we had a bomb Thanksgiving. When I tell you we had a ball, we were karaoke, playing games, eating good food. It just all felt good. And so her birthday was the next day. And I was like, I'm gonna post for her birthday. And the picture was just so sweet.
It's so cute.
It was just so sweet. How could I resist? Of course, I could have just posted the picture of just her, but I just felt it was really sweet. And so I posted it. I didn't.
Y'all, these are all red flags, y'all. The earring, the locks, the girl has money, dresses nice, probably smells good all the time. Yeah. Lesbian going to be problem for you, Portia? Listen, I can't wait to see how this all plays out. They probably, listen, we're going to see how it all plays out.
I know it's going to go crazy like that. Not going to lie.
Well,
and I guess it is a hard, I guess to others it was a hard launch. She and I still had, have more conversations.
Okay, have we defined it? Is there a label for what this is at this point?
We are very close.
Okay.
For real. I love those what's your stud name versus your birth name. Right. Like, hilarious, girl. Hilarious. Okay. What's your stud name? Sway. What's your real name? Patrice. Child, that's why I'm an asshole. Like, so my stud friends that like go by a nickname that is more masculine than their actual name. When I tell you, I call them hoes their real name every time I see them. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I got a homegirl who's an artist out here. Okay. Shout out to Ken 6. Shout out to Ken Art Studio. Okay. Everybody it's Ken. It's Ken. Bitch, Ken Treese. Somebody in here that knows Treese, clip it into this. Okay. Ken Treese. The fuck? Listen, it is hilarious. No, and honestly, I go by my real name. Thank you, Stud Ashley. We gotta put you on the screen. Thank you, Stud Ashley. Okay. Thank you so much for going by your real name. You know why? Because Ashley is a gay girl name. And it's kind of like intersex. Like, I feel like there can be dudes named Ashley and that shit would be fire, right? Well, one of my homegirls does have a boyfriend and his name is Ashley. But like, Ashley is a gay girl name. So if your name is Ashley, you really don't have to change your name. Like, that is a gay girl name. Okay? No. Please don't misunderstand me. I am not a stud. I am not a stud. I am a YouTuber. My YouTube name is BondyBlue, which is a part of my maiden name. My name is Brittany. I am not a stud. I don't have a stud name. That's weird. And honestly, I don't even like studs that have a stud name. That's weird to me. That's Patrice.
Okay.
We are definitely still dating, and I don't want to put too much pressure on it.
Yeah.
I move really fast. The next time you see me, I might be engaged. Okay. So if I'm doing it a little bit slower, let me do it slow. Yeah. So I will say yes, we're dating. We're enjoying each other. We are very close.
And is she the only person you're dating now?
Yes. Oh yeah, I'm exclusive.
Doing Thanksgiving together, that's a big move. Families coming together, a big move.
It really was.
That's what I meant to say. Unisex names. Thank you.
For many reasons, right? In this scenario, for many reasons, it was a big deal. But I think it was just so natural. It really was.
Because you've been gay this entire time. That's why. Because you've wanted to kitty click this entire time, y'all. And I told y'all this.
Halloween, I had met her mother, and she had kind of talked to mine over the phone here and there, and it was pretty big because my close family was here and her family was here.
And we know your mom and sister do not play.
They don't play about me, okay? And neither does her sister and her mom. So they're really close as well. So, but we blended. You know how you meet someone and their family just matches yours? Right. Very high energy, fun people, very warm, very open. And so it was just easy. It really was.
It be like that. It be easy and it be so fun. And then all of a sudden one day, You're trying to figure out how to get away with murder.
I don't know. It was a hard lunch for the family.
Yeah. Say, I got a friend group of friends. Everybody's a gay Ashley. Yeah. No. Like we've been saying that Portia was gay. Y'all know, like a lot of women would be sexually fluid and honest about it and not feel like they needed to pretend to be straight first if they didn't grow up in these churches and, you know, around certain people telling them that they can't be this way and that's wrong and they need to be this way, they need to be that way. You know? For instance, somebody else who we think is still in a closet. Drew SEDURE, what's going on, girl? Because you can't tell me that Drew wasn't fucking around with Ty because she wanted to fuck with Ty. But church, upbringing, I can't be gay. Taylor, that used to be, yes, after me. The generation after me, y'all had a lot of little stud Taylors and shit. Okay? Yes. Patrice is an old 1985 ass stud name. Because your mama probably was mean to you if your name is Patrice, okay? I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I know Patrices that get along great with their moms, okay? Child, just wait until they menstrual cycle sync up out of nowhere. It's probably already did that. I mean, it just makes it, you know, it makes it easier to live your life, right? Like, we're both not in the mood at the same time. We're both in the mood at the same time. It's great. Drew, y'all, they said the Real Housewives of Atlanta star was accused of using scare tactics to avoid paying the full amount of an alleged debt, but the case has officially been thrown out. According to U.S. weekly court documents show that Drew SEDURE and Claudia Gregory were scheduled for trial on November 20th before the matter was dismissed. Gregory had filed a claim in February alleging she loaned Drew $23,543 with an agreement that it would be repaid by January. She said only $12,000, so basically half, has been returned, and claimed Drew SEDURE owed $11,500. Drew's lawyer, JJ Poole, stated, "Please be advised that our client, Drew SEDURE, categorically denies all allegations set forth by Claudia Gregory." Gregory submitted alleged texts and emails showing her attempts to collect payment along with a cease and desist letter. SEDURE denied wrongdoing and requested that the suit be dismissed. And apparently the suit was dismissed. Yeah, this was yeah. And what you mean scare tactics? I'm so confused. It got dismissed. So does that mean that you really owe that lady money, but it got dismissed and you once again be, you know, somebody saying you don't be paying people? What's really hood, bitch? What's really hood? I don't know what's going on. Weird shit. But somebody always accusing you of not paying. And where there's smoke, there's fire, girl. So I'm starting to believe that you don't pay the people. Now, y'all, the OG Wendy Williams is in the news, and they say that her guardianship will end this year. I'm glad the guardianship is going to be over. I really hope that Wendy gets some peace. I hope some of her fucking money is left over. You know, I hope that Wendy gets exactly what she needs and wants, right? Very happy for her. However, I highly doubt, and I almost feel like, why do y'all do this? Like, somebody is unwell. Somebody needs to not be working. And it's like, oh, we want her to get back out there. We want her to do a podcast. We want her to get back on our TVs. The time is over, babe. I'm so sorry for everybody. The time is done. That era is over. Go rewatch the old shit. You're not going to get that version of her back. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel. But I do feel like, you know, if she can come to us succinct and good, then I of course we'll take it. But I just don't feel like it's ever going to be back the way it was. I just don't. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'm praying for her. I am. I'm really praying for her. She did look cute. She did look cute, and I want to continue to see her out and about. But I just want to make sure she's not, drinking. Everybody says a podcast, and I'm like, sure. If she got the mental capacity for it, sure. But the reason why I'm saying that is because I feel like a part of the problem is that whenever you are a cash cow for people, they make you work or push you to work when you actually need not to. When you actually need to take time for yourself. When you actually, you know what I mean? And there's a part of me that feels like because nobody gave Wendy Williams the sit down a minute ago, this is why we are where we are. You know what I mean? Like, you don't take the break. You just keep pushing yourself until you have a fucking nervous breakdown. Now all you do is drink. Now you fucking up your mental. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, only if she wants to work. Exactly. Because sometimes I feel like, when I see people working that I think should be sitting their ass down somewhere for their own good, you know what I mean? It makes me feel like who around them is trying to get more money out of them. That's what I always think about Whitney Houston with that. Like, Whitney Houston is one of the biggest examples of that. And they do have a cross, like, they have a cross where they kind of hit each other. Wendy and Whitney had a lot of things in common, so to speak. Yes, Gladys, thank you. Because I was thinking of, that's what Gladys, they say you work too much. You do. You do. And I just want y'all to be safe out here because these niggas ain't shit. They will overwork you when you need to sit down. And then they will keep giving you whatever drugs and alcohol to make you happy so that you could continue to work and make money for them. Yeah, she can go write some books. That would be great. I just don't want her out here making herself look less capable by trying to work and she really don't need to. Wendy is dying to work. I don't know. A book, yes. But her every day talking to us, I don't think so. But we'll see. But let's just be, we'll see how it all plays out. But I want that lady to be liberated. I want everybody to be liberated. But I do want the OG to be liberated. This is somebody that I think is too liberated. Okay, let's get into it, y'all.
Now, as a journalist, you heard me say what I said, and that's kind of what cranked this whole thing up. But
you're not a journalist, Ray J.
And fast forward to the documentary. Niggas saying that they was getting their ass taken, bro. Multiple times. Kept partying. Nigga owe you some money? I mean, yo, what the fuck is going on in this world, bro? Nigga said I woke up with females in the bed. Then I woke up and Diddy was in the bed.
Yeah, that right there sounds like grooming.
What was Diddy doing in the bed, bro? Ooh, man, I went and took a shit, and my shit coming out way more runnier. I'm feeling sore around the rear end area. I know what happened. I've been taken, and now I'm still here partying, acting like nothing ever happened. Because there's a lot of people out here taking from people. Not only like people are getting robbed of not only their money and their spirituality. They're getting robbed of their womanhood and manhood. Asses are being taken in ways that nobody can explain. Do you chuckle? Do you laugh? Do you help? Do you criticize?
Yeah, Hollywood Unlocked. I don't know what y'all were trying to do there, but I feel like y'all are trying to make light and make something extremely fucked up funny, and I'm not going for it. My comment was the same reason Princess let you around them kids on Thanksgiving, because to me, and then people was like, that's not the same thing. Yes, it is. It's called Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. Abuse victims have a hard time becoming like detached from their abusers, because the psychological abuse that took place before the physical or sexual abuse a lot of the times then makes it harder for the person to decipher what's going on. And then add on top of that, that he also said he was drugged. So he doesn't know what's happening to him. He's waking up feeling away. But the confusion of that is what also makes you second guess yourself. But the psychological and emotional abuse has already taken place beforehand. And I know this is hard for people to understand if you've never been in abusive situations, but it is hard to leave. It is hard to leave. Even when they are hurting you, because whatever the relationship is that you have with the person, they've already started reinforcing why you shouldn't be listening to yourself before you get to that point. Oh, I definitely think that somebody did something to Ray J. I definitely think somebody did something to Ray J. And that's simply because the story that Ray J tells about his childhood is one of neglect. And when children, especially cute little kids that are well known, are neglected, they get abused. I've also heard stories about Ray J. When I read Corinne Steffens' book, and she talked about her relationship with him that happened when he was like 18, 19 years old, right? And the way there was a difference between how he was when he was like 18 to how he was like the following year, and how much she was fighting with him, and how he wasn't the same person, right? Yeah, I definitely think that things were happening. But I also feel like, yes, Tracy. Ray J was in adult parties as a teenager. My friend left because he was there. Wow. At that time, a woman helped him bathe as a teen. But I think that something happened to Ray J as a kid for sure. I think that y'all traumatized boys into manhood, and he was involved in gang life. That's another thing. And then on top of that, he would probably, having sex with women who are older than you. So you're also being assaulted. You're being sexually assaulted because everybody thinks it's okay to fuck kids. If it were easy to leave abusive relationships, no one would be in them. Hello. But it's the same thing for me, right? The same reason why people stayed around Diddy is the same reason people stay around you. You're abusive, you're weird. You were at Kai Cenat's house with a hard dick running behind teen and 20-something-year-old boys and shit, acting weird. People are still around you. Princess said the last time you had your kids on your own, they found you naked in bed with a woman. So you were like exposing your children to you being naked in a bed with some random woman. That tells me that you're not safe. Also, even seeing him talk right here, he's not in his right mind. I don't know how else to say it. He's not in his right mind, or he's doing something to where he knows he's going to get a response online, but he still feel like he's not there. Like it's giving, I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm intentional, but I'm also fucked up while I'm doing it. So to me, and he has come to us crying, come to us talking about, he has come to us saying things that we can perceive as somebody that's in a situation that they can't get out of, and they can't tell us what it is. So every now and again, in like a crazy fit, when they're drinking or drugging, they say some shit that sounds like they've made some type of deal they can't get out of. That is sometimes how he talks. That's manipulative. He's very manipulative. Whatever happened to him happened when he was younger, and now he uses it as a way to like trauma bond, and he weaponizes it. That's what I think. But I think it's weird, and I really want us to stop doing this where we have these conversations around the abuse victim and not around the abuser. Like, instead of asking why are y'all being around somebody that's raping y'all, ask, why are you raping people? Like, I would prefer that to be the question. Why are you harming people in this way? Not why are y'all staying around him? That's why I said the same reason Princess let you around them kids on Thanksgiving, because we have Stockholm syndrome and we want to believe that our abusers are not really abusing us. We want to believe that they can actually be better and do better at some point. And a lot of the times we feel like it's our best bet. Like, we might as well get abused in this setting, kind of like the devil you know versus the devil that you don't know. Like, a lot of times when kids are being abused in households, they might run away. I used to think about running away, but in my mind, I was like, he will always find me and bring me back. He will always find me and bring me back. There's literally nowhere I can go unless I'm out in the street. And I'm aware enough as a teenager to know the street is not safe. I'm aware enough to know that. So you don't run away. You just kind of lay down and take it until you see your opening. And then you kind of, you know what I mean? And my opening was college. Okay? So yeah, I think it's weird when people act like you don't understand why we stay in abusive situations. To me, the psychology behind staying in abusive relationships or staying around somebody, y'all, oh, it's money. Okay, so then we could say it's the same thing about every single person that hates their job and feels like they're being exploited through work, and they keep going back because they want to be able to pay their bills. That's money. You want a lifestyle of a place to live. You want a lifestyle that has cable and food and a cell phone. You want a lifestyle with a car and all of that. Yeah, that means you got to sell your energy and your time to a corporation that keep trying to exploit you. Why are you still there? They're abusing you. Why are you still there? Don't ask questions that y'all really don't want to get into. Don't ask questions that y'all don't really want the fucking answers to. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of Ray J. And I told y'all, I'm tired of people making excuses for his behavior. And I feel like every time Brandy or Monica or somebody decides they want to try to make it seem like Ray J is not the asshole that he is, every time people do that, I feel like he come online and find another way to embarrass y'all even more. And this is what I feel like subconsciously. It feels like I want y'all to stop accepting this. So I'm going to keep pushing the envelope and doing more depraved shit and more fucked up shit because I'm actually angry at y'all because y'all won't respond to this the way I think y'all should be responding to it. Right? Like, think about the way men would never allow some of the disrespect that they perpetrate on women. They would never allow that themselves. And a lot of men are abusive towards women, are resentful towards women because they're angry at you for how stupid you are. Like, and that's how they think, right? I'm manipulating you. You see that I'm manipulating you. You see that I ain't shit for real. I'm going to tell you at some point that I'm not shit for real, but it's going to be said in a way that you're going to let it fly in one ear and out the other. And then I'm going to start like hurting you and abusing you, cheating on you, whatever I'm going to do. And then you're going to keep staying with me. And I'm going to be like, wow. She really like willing to do whatever to stay with me. Wow. Okay. Let me see what else I can do. And see, and then once they do some of the most fucked up things they could think of to hurt you and you still there for them, you still speak out for them, you still defend them, all of that, they're like, oh, so there's nothing I can do. Wow. Well, I'm going to have fun trying to find whatever the thing is that finally makes you disown me. Like, subconsciously, that's what I feel like is going on. You know what I mean? Like, pay attention to me in the way in which I want you to pay attention to me. Get mad. Stop excusing it. Stop acting like I'm not doing it. I want you to be mad. I want you to get mad at me so that I can feel what I really want, right? I hate myself. I want you to hate me. So I'm going to keep doing shit so that you will respond. Y'all ever seen, I forgot what movie that was, but there's like a movie where a guy is self-loathing. hates himself. So he goes out to a bar and starts a fight with just the most random angry nigga that he could find. And he just wanted to get beat on. He wanted to get beat on, or he wanted an opportunity to fight back, right? And felt like the only way, and I've actually seen this shit before up close, how a nigga will like antagonize you so that you hit them so that they can hit you. They wanted to hit you, but the idea is I can't hit you first. So I have to do something in order to get you angry enough to want to hit me. That was the game my dad used to like to play. I'm going to keep saying shit and saying shit and saying shit and saying shit and saying shit until you get angry. And then when you respond to my anger, I can then respond in like. Now I'm not the bad guy because you did it first. So to me, there's a level of like subconscious bullshit that Ray J is doing in the way he's constantly coming out and doing this very like destructive, degenerate, weird ass shit. I've been there, and oh boy, it was so stressful. I feel like I was putting his happiness before my eyes, and that was a big issue for me. Yeah. And a lot of times you are kind of being groomed and raised to do this naturally, so you don't even realize when you're doing it until you like turn around and you're like, well, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. So Rashida, y'all remember we was talking yesterday about Rashida Nicole coming out apologizing to Nikki Baby because she found out that one of them bald boys was, you know, a bald head ass nigga. Like, okay. And what I meant by that is these niggas ain't shit. Okay. And all they got on their brain is basketballs and dick. Balls and balls. That's all that's on their mind. And honestly, I feel like they get with women so that men will think they're cool. Literally, I think that men like get in relationships with women sometimes so that they can have a story to tell a guy that they really like.
I'm going through the motions with her ass. Like, she like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, whatever. All right, cool, whatever, nigga. Cool. Yes, getting whatever, nigga. Just doing anything.
I really would love for y'all to stop speaking like this, because when you speak like this, it makes it hard to understand what you're saying. And I think you're doing it on purpose. You're like purposefully not being clear so that we won't really know what the fuck you're talking about.
She like, we gonna get married. We gonna do all this. I'm like, nigga.
But how did you end up
doing that?
How did you end up in the courtroom though, brother? Because like
she drove me there, nigga. I'm out there about to cry in the whip. Like, I ain't niggas just gonna.
So now, right? So once you done told the woman all of these things, now you come to the people that you really care about, the men, and you gotta be like, yeah, I had her, but see, I ain't really like her. She dragged me there. She made me do it, cuz. See, like I could still be for you because I didn't really want to be with her in the first place. She made me do it, son. Like, she made me do it. But I had her. Does that make you like me more? Like, that's what feels like it's happening right here.
Jump to the shit.
I know, like,
you dumbass nigga. Oh, she had you like, nigga, she ain't had shit. To be honest, I don't like her ass.
Why they keep saying Lil Yachty? That's weird.
Like, nigga, to keep it a band. It's just like,
how the hell did that happen?
How that shit, nigga, I don't know. I don't have the answer.
She put that fire on you, boy.
Not even that, bro. Like,
not even that. So I didn't even enjoy her sex, but somehow a woman that is smaller than me was able to convince me to go to a courthouse and get married.
I don't even know, nigga.
She had you locked up.
She was lying and shit. A whole bunch of bad shit, nigga.
She was lying and a whole bunch of bad shit. Nothing specific. You ever notice they always do this? Reminds me of Scrappy when he was talking about Bam all the time. Nothing specific. Just a whole bunch of lies and shit y'all just don't know. Okay.
I'm going through the motions with her ass. Like, she like, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm like,
you are going through the motions with her ass. This is what you say when a relationship is over and you're a bitty Betty ass fuck nigga that's trying to get validation from other weird ass niggas. And I like, y'all, when I tell y'all, I wish these niggas would just go jack each other off instead of having to hate a woman in between them jacking off. Like, energetically, I feel like I keep seeing this all over the place with Clayton Bigsby, the prostitute, and Diddy. Like, you know, kind of using Cassie as a pocket pussy, right? Obviously, these men want to fuck each other, but they don't want to be gay. So instead, you fuck her, I'll fuck her. And that way, you put enough of your jizz inside of her that when I put my shit inside of her, now my jizz is touching your jizz, and now we've basically fucked. And it's not gay. That's what I think was happening with Diddy, those male prostitutes, and Cassie. wanting to fuck a man, but not really wanting to be gay. So doing all of this shit where a woman is a go-between so that you could say you're not gay. Then the way I often see niggas who don't even know each other on the internet, they cannot wait to have a moment where they can like argue or have a gotcha moment with a woman, and as soon as another man is trying to have that moment, they want to help that man have that moment. They want to congratulate him. They want to dap him off. They have no idea who he is. A nigga could dap you off and rob you, but because you love other men so much and you love y'all coming together to hate women together, that's all you could think about. That's all you could think about, right? And that's weird to me that y'all like other men so much that you don't realize that they're also people that can harm you, but you're running behind them. That's very, very weird to me. Is it just me? Anyway, Rashida said, I hope y'all see how much of a clown he really is now. Girl, we saw it. You didn't see it. None of it makes sense. He can never take accountability for nothing. No one forced a grown man to do anything, just like I can't force him to be a deadbeat. Girl, we knew, you didn't know. We were full aware.
I'm one of them dudes like, I'm gonna do this. I'm like,
Let me see.
Nikki.
When I was with Nikki, right?
When you removed yourself and moved into a different area, what exactly happened?
Before
why?
we just had some
why?
shit.
Like why? That's what the world want to know.
We was going like not agreeing on type. Like she wanted me to live in Porter Ranch. I wanted her to live on my shit. Like just like stuff like that. Like no. Like grown up shit, I guess.
Okay.
Because gay is attached to femininity. Gayness is attached to femininity. Femininity is attached to being a woman, and nobody wants to be a woman, but everybody kind of wants to be a woman. And it's not even something that I feel like men naturally feel. I don't think they naturally feel this, but this is the system that we're in. And a lot of people in the system don't recognize the basis for why the system was created in the first place. But then all of a sudden start to realize that they have the same things inside of them, and it's been implanted there by this system, right? Anything that's feminine is bad. So we can't be feminine in any type of way. It's bad. We can't do that. But also, whatever you obsess about, whatever you have this hyper, negative energy towards, you're feeding into it. So to me, hating women so much means you want to be them. That's just how just like if you homophobic, you DL. Or if you homophobic truthfully inside yourself, you're suppressing your own want and need to explore your sexuality. You're suppressing that. And so the way you suppress it within you is to try to control other people. That's just how I understand it to be, y'all. And so it's the same thing with men. Hate women, don't want to be a woman, deeply comes from jealousy and envy of not being able to have or be as women are. You can't have babies and you're not seductively attractive at just regularly. Men aren't as seductively attractive as women are. So at a base level, I do believe the patriarchal system envies women the ability to bleed without dying through our periods, the having children, bringing life into this world and cooking it in our bodies and shit. And then the ability to be attractive and sexually alluring. These are things that men feel like they cannot do and they can't accomplish. So instead of recognizing, oh, wow, it's so great that women can do these things, I would just figure out things that I can take from women and create my identity, knowing that I am not them, but there are things that I can take from them, right? No, that's not the mentality. The mentality is, I can't do it, so now I hate it. I can't have babies and women can, so I hate women. I want to be sexual and attractive, and I want to be able to make men want me the way women want me. The way men want women, and I can't. So now I hate women. I can't just be pretty and have a man pay my bills, and I wish I could. So now I'm angry. I hate women.
Gonna live, where these niggas gonna go to school, like who gonna watch them when we leaving for work and all that shit. I don't know. We was just talking a whole bunch of shit over, going through it, and then I don't know, nigga. I don't know. If I could redo it, I would. I was like, shit, I'd have whooped my own ass for real. Like, I'd have stayed there.
That's respect.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's respect. What? What are you respecting here?
Nigga, I don't
It was
know.
just a rat. It just was like.
I told her that though. Nikki called me like I told her straight up like nigga, I don't know. I was tweaking. I ain't got no excuse for that shit or nothing. But yeah, if I could redo it, I wouldn't do that shit.
Did
know
you
what
ever
I'm saying?
confide in like Ant and be like, "Yo, am I tripping?"
No, I can't ask niggas. Like I didn't know. Like
Nikki.
I can't ask niggas. I like them, but I don't feel like I'm safe with them. So I can't really talk about my feelings with them. I gotta wait till I get around a woman and trauma dump on her.
in my own world, nigga.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what I'm really on. Like
right.
That's why I said I had to tap in. Like when I really start thinking about what I'm about, I'm like, this shit trash.
I'm trying to see how did the marriage happen? That's what I want to know. Like, no way you was just sitting home one day and y'all was just like, fuck, let's just go to the.
This
I ain't
all
gonna lie,
like
we
this-
never
all
talked about
this
this.
shit
before.
was like in a.
No, it was to hurt Nikki. It was to hurt Nikki. Nikki came out and put you on blast for being a fuck nigga. You probably are narcissistic on some level. And so her putting you on blast made you mad. So then you go and marry Rashida Nicole to piss off Nikki baby, but also to lock in Rashida Nicole, because a lot of people are like, hey, Rashida girl, in case you didn't know, if he does it to Nikki, he'll do it to you. That's very loud. The man is, the man is scared. He's paranoid because he know he fucking over you. He know he lying. He know he deceiving. He know he being fucked up. So he's scared that you're going to figure him out. So let me hurry up and marry you. And that way, you're going to stop listening to the people that's telling you that I'm going to do you like I did Nikki. Because, see, I married you and I ain't married her. So that's the way to keep her on the string until she gets pregnant. Now she having a baby and you got to go through the same thing. Because what we learned is that LiAngelo Ball does not like when the woman is pregnant. Usually whenever men do fucked up shit to women while they're pregnant or right after they have babies, it's because those men were fucked up from the beginning. Those men wanted the women to be all about them. And when a woman has a baby and gets pregnant, it becomes about her and that baby. And most men are immature and don't care about anybody else but themselves. A lot of them, right? And the things that they do care about are an extension of themselves, an extension of their image. So when you start having these, having a baby and now it needs to be about you, now you realize how now all of a sudden he don't have no time. Now he don't have no energy. Now he don't want to do nothing. And now y'all are breaking up and you realizing that the same thing he did to Nikki baby, he's doing now to you. Which is why even that conversation about him and Nikki being cool, I think that's something he's telling himself. I think Nikki understands that I want you to be in my kid's life, which is stupid to me. I don't want, anytime a nigga decides he wants to play with parenting and not be in the children's life, not help me, I'm never going to be looking for you to be a part of the kid's life. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be cool with you. These fucking kids don't need you. These kids don't need you. Nikki baby's children don't need that nigga. The fuck? And now that Rashida Nicole has Nikki baby in her family, Rashida Nicole don't even fucking need you to help her with that baby. It's just all about having a community of grown adult people that will help you take care of children and do the best for them. You don't necessarily need for it to be the two people that created them. It just needs to be willing participants, y'all. When it comes to having children, yeah, we need y'all to be willing participants and not the Diddy kind.
2 week span, nigga, though.
I don't want to have to coerce you into being a parent, bitch.
Straight
That's what I'm
terrible
saying.
shit, though.
I want y'all to know we haven't talked about this.
Yeah.
Like we literally have not talked about this.
It was in a terrible shit of like, I had 2 terrible ass weeks, nigga. I don't know how to explain
But
this shit.
around the best time of your life, though.
Nigga, I was fine. Like, I don't know. Shit start going south like that. Like, nigga, I don't know. I did make some dumbass decisions, but I do feel like.
You made some dumbass decisions. What?
I don't know, nigga. Like, I feel like.
You don't know? You know
like,
why?
She was like, I pray you die every day. Like, she might have been on some ill shit, nigga, because I couldn't think for real. And I'm going through the motions with.
I couldn't think. Who said that they wish you died? Who said that? Did you say that to her or did she say that to you? Because you trying to tell us that you don't know what she was on and what is happening in this conversation?
Her ass, like, she like, I'm gonna.
It's given they taught you basketball but not reading comprehension.
All right, cool, whatever, nigga. Cool, yes, getting whatever, nigga, just doing anything.
How many times you gonna say whatever, nigga, and like, stop it? This is not a good podcast.
She like, we gonna get married, we gonna do all this. I'm like, nigga.
But
okay.
I mean, I remember that's refreshing to hear, man.
It is.
My question was, what is? Because I've never heard you talk about it. Because I was like, bro, there's no way that you just go through.
I can't, niggas just gonna jump to the shit.
I know,
oh,
like
you dumbass nigga. Oh, she had you like nigga. She ain't had shit to be honest, I don't like her ass. Like, nigga, to keep it a band. Just
Saying you don't like her after you married her and had a baby with her is wild. Who are you trying to prove something to? What nigga in the room are you fucking that you want to, like, make sure he knows that you ain't really care about her? What is this?
It's like,
how the hell did that happen?
How that shit, nigga, I don't know. I don't have the
She
answer
put that
for that.
fire on you, boy.
Not even that, bro. I don't even know, nigga.
She had you locked up.
She was lying and shit. A whole bunch of bad shit, nigga. I had to just go and leave.
But when you met her, though, like...
She promoted.
You enjoyed the time with her, though.
What?
Because you seemed happy when you first met her.
I'm just saying, it's cool. Like, this shit happened, and then I got through it, past it. We cool.
Right.
Right, that's that, man. I can't go. I'm not about to rant about her ass on here.
I feel it. We just want to know, because, like, we never
talked about
it. We never talked about it. So it just was
It's
like...
the pod, though, nigga. Like,
I know.
At the end of the day, for everybody to know, like, what's happening day to day is crazy.
Yeah, like, we...
But...
Opportunity to speak your truth. Because I feel like with some of these platforms, man, they didn't really know your side because you haven't been able to explain that. Like, you haven't been able to talk about it yourself, right?
I think personally, from the outside looking in, the way you did Nikki was definitely wrong, for sure. But with that being said, I think there was valid reasons for you stepping too, though, that people don't know about.
People don't know about.
Already going through our shit, but that's normal though. Like, we could have got through it and stuck it out. Everybody gonna do the same shit. Cause I came to her ass and she started arguing in 2 weeks, doing worse shit. So
Arguing, doing worse shit. What's worse shit? Because niggas like this, I feel like they'll try to find a reason to say you cheated on them so that whatever they did to you means that you did something worse. You know, like a Martell type.
It's like, nigga, whatever.
But you regret the decision that you made, though, ultimately.
Yeah, mainly because the kids, though. Like, nigga, I would have stayed home I'll thug it out for real. I'll talk it out with Nikki and just stay home and be with them niggas.
You know why? Because they had more money. They had more for you to benefit from. That's why you'll stick it out with Nikki.
Now it's like this now. But it's cool.
Opportunity to speak.
Now, you don't like me. You didn't like her either. Boy, meanwhile, you out here moving other females in a whole nother house. You are literally full of it, and it's disgusting. Yeah, that nigga slow. But this should be an advertisement that nobody should ever fuck with that nigga again. Like, that should be an advertisement for that. Speaking of never fucking with that nigga again, loving hip hop, people. This is Brittany. This was Scrappy's last girlfriend on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Apparently, they're broken up now. We knew they would be, but let's hear what she has to say.
The comment saying that somebody took somebody from me, baby, nothing can be taken from me. Nothing. Literally nothing. But I was explaining to my followers, somebody said that somebody took something from me. I said, oh, baby, nothing can never be taken from me.
What? What is that?
Who took what? From who?
And what was it exactly?
It wasn't, because nothing that I want can be taken away from me. Let's be clear.
Girl, I agree with this. Come on now. Come on now.
I love my followers. So I don't even take it as like the trolling. I take it as the people just be saying shit, and I go with it. I don't get offended or nothing. Say what you got to say, Bookie Boo, and I'm gonna say what I got to say. Because the comment saying that somebody does anything that I want in this little life of mine can never. Me? No, you know. We talk about this all the time. I'm a Leo. Okay. Somebody said, what's your personality like? You seem boring. All you do is post your face all day. Well, sir, I don't care what you.
So apparently, okay, Bambi and Scrappy went to the Brandy Monica concert together. Now, why would he bring me here so I could passive aggressively direct these songs towards him all evening? To find you, faithful boy, I nearly lost my mind. Drive past your house every night in an unmarked car, wondering what she had on me to make you break my heart. You make me feel I'm so gone. Oh, why? Real Scrappy, since it was such a big deal for me and the BAM to go watch our favorite singer rock the A, hope this reaches you well. I def love that we can kick it, not be beefing and raise our kids, and it makes the kids happy. These other folks can't do that because they be mad at they BMs and they BDs because they living well. We good. We both living, you dig? BAM, you go, girl. Keep doing your thing. There's Naeed. You know I got your Bizak. Okay, so now they're back on good terms. Until the next time, we'll wait and see. But I'm going to tell you right now, if y'all fall out again, I don't want to see y'all talking about it. Like, just do it privately. Why y'all got to, because the fuck? Because you be talking bad about that lady all the time. You all the time on the internet, baby mama number two, disrespecting the fuck out that lady, acting like you ain't married her, trying to invalidate the fact that you married her, okay? Which, I mean, obviously marrying him wasn't worth shit, so please don't misunderstand me when I say that. Like, marrying her ain't mean a fucking thing. The ring didn't mean a thing to him, okay? But it's just like, if they want to hang out because they got kids together and they want to be cool, I always felt like there was a friendship there, and that's how the relationship popped off. The problem is that I feel like Scrappy is manipulative and goes through these cycles where 1 minute y'all are cool and the next minute he's doing some weird ass shit because he mad about something you don't even know you did. Because he wanted some type of affection or attention. You ain't give it to him. So now he's spazzing the fuck out. Now he mad about something. Now you the same old bitch. Now y'all beefing again. So yeah, I'ma wait and I'ma see. This is cute. We been wanting y'all to not beef and y'all still end up beefing. And then Brittany the realtor said, and the fact that y'all take bits and pieces from the internet and think y'all know what's going on in people's real life is crazy. I don't presume to know what's going on in your life, Brittany. I'm just assuming based on the video, people saw this video, thought they was back together, and it was like, bam, took that nigga from you. And then you got on the internet and was like, girl, can't nobody take no nigga from me. Because can't no nigga be took that don't want to get took. There's no such thing, okay? We are not possessions. We are people. We have times with each other. We enjoy each other's company. But everybody is free to move on as they feel and move on as they should, right? I don't think Bam feels like I took him from you. Bam is like, I want y'all to know I don't like that nigga like that. I might like that nigga like that, but I don't want y'all to know I like that nigga like that. I do have 3 kids with the nigga, but I don't like him like that. And guess what? That would be that lady prerogative. That would be that lady prerogative to keep going back and keep trying to work it out with Scrappy, okay? I keep trying to work it out with my family members, too. I don't see them motherfuckers every day. But, every time a holiday come around, hey, I'm coming. You ain't got to worry. I'll be there. I'll be there. Okay? But ultimately, girl, I don't know why y'all think we be confused. What did she think we was confused about, y'all? I don't know. I don't know what she thought we was confused about. Or what did we get wrong about it? Tell me. Oh, Lord. Let me see what y'all saying. Scrappy be acting weird and get disrespectful every time that mother wound flares up. Yeah. She's definitely the enabler. Look at his mama. He's incapable of a healthy relationship. Scrappy must have some good D. My God. That's what I assume. That is what I assume. Brittany the realtor needs Scrappy behind, needs to leave Scrappy behind and never look back. And girl, it's like, I don't know what y'all take bits and pieces. Girl, what are you still with him? Like, what are you saying? We took bits and pieces and came to what conclusion? That he just disregarded you and went back to his baby mama because he always really was loving his baby mama? Girl, no. Okay, we don't think that. We think that Scrappy likes to create triangulation with all of the women that he gets into relationships with, and he just kind of moves back and forth between y'all depending on what he need in that moment. That's all. It's okay. It's okay. We are not upset. We are not upset. Okay, hold up. 50 Cent says he may release additional footage from Diddy docuseries that mentions Diddy having a child with Tupac's ex. I'll put it on YouTube. Honestly, I thought that y'all were eventually going to come out with more parts because there were so many things that weren't covered. Why was Lil' Kim not mentioned? I had no idea that Chance, Like, to me, oh my God. And then that made me think about the way he was looking at Chance. There's a video of one time where he took Chance on the red carpet with him and he was looking, like, you're not supposed to be looking at your daughter like that, nigga. Y'all seen that clip? Like, you're not supposed to be looking at your daughter like that, weird ass nigga. But now that we understand, just like every woman Puff has ever been with, she was first with a man that he liked. Okay? And this way, I mean, I'm sure he was so happy when he found out that he got her pregnant because, oh my God, I have fucked and had a baby with a woman that has fucked Tupac. Oh my God. Oh my God. And they're pictured together. So yes, what? Now I'm him. I'm him now. I'm him now. Because I fucked the woman he fucked and had a baby with her. I was able to continue on doing something that he didn't do because he died. Hold up. Ray Face did interviews with Tasha. He seems cool. Miss Didi, he seems cool. He's not. He's a clout chaser. He's not cool. He makes everybody think he's cool, but he's not. Any nigga with that much shit in their mouth and on their neck, they're not cool. They're not. I know it seems that way, but don't be misled. Don't be misled. Ray Face is a ho out here. It's at least 2 or 3 reality star women that he's been connected to since we fucking met him. He's a hoe. But yeah, girl, let me see. Oh, Ray Face threatens to expose Bambi giving head amid her going to concert with Scrappy. I'm sorry, what? Didn't I just say? Please put it out so you can catch a felony charge. Please do it. Go ahead. We know Bambi sucked dick. Go ahead and do it and they can lock your ass up. Lock him up. Bam. Okay, play with me and I'm going to have your good dick sucking ass on Shade Room with this big dick in your mouth. Go ahead. I swear I want you to. That's the same thing I said. Want to threaten and talk shit to me, but when I clap back, she screamed police. What are you talking about, nigga? She's not a nigga in the streets. She's a woman that you're threatening to put revenge porn out on. That is I can't do nothing about you being a clout chaser. I can't call the police on you for being a clout chaser, but I can absolutely call the police on you if you decide to put revenge porn out against me, talking about screaming police. Yes, nigga, I'm a woman. I'ma always scream police on you pussy ass violating niggas. Yes, policia. Yes, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Who are you talking to? Scrap 45 years old with no car. That 2015 Cadillac Escalade Bam got in a CPN on his last leg. Yes, we all know nobody was actually financially smart and that they were making money, but they obviously weren't doing things with it to hold on to it. Also, from what I understand, a very small percentage of people are able to get out of poverty if they grew up in it. So calm the fuck down. Okay, then Scrappy. So you really got mad. You have been out with Tommy, and I feel like it's somebody else that he started screaming about recently. I can't remember who it was, y'all. It's another woman. But either way, here he wants to be seen, y'all. Every time I see this nigga, he wants to be seen so bad. He wants to be involved. He wants to be a star so bad. I'm sure he's excited that I'm even up here talking about his puss ass. But to me, the shit that Ray Face is on is like simp shit. You're a hanger-on. You're trying desperately, Masika, thank you. Trying desperately to attach yourself to a B-list woman so that you can try to get clout and fame off of her. That's what he's doing. That's all he's doing. You want fame and clout off of a woman. And then when you can't get what you want off that woman, meaning that she not letting you suckle from her for dear God, then you want to try to slut her out, right? Humiliate her. I just saw something. Wait a minute. I'm about to get off of here though. I've been on here for too long. I love y'all. I think that's all I got for y'all today. Yeah, get that puss ass nigga off my line. Weirdo ass niggas. I love you guys. I hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Follow me on TikTok, because I be on there. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me now because I'm a hot girl, right? Okay, everybody, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow in the next one. And I think the Ooh Ladies First panel is tomorrow, and that will be on Niecy's channel, I believe. Niecy's channel. Okay, love y'all. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. Go see what Erica De Niro did today.